At Granger, we're for the ones who specialize in saving the day and for the ones who've mastered the art of keeping business moving. We offer industrial-grade supplies for every industry with same-day pickup and next-day delivery on most orders, all backed by real people ready to help. So you can get the right answers and products right when you need them. Call, clickgranger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Hello and welcome to BB on Blast with me, Gaz.
And me, Lindsay.
That sounds like Hollywood India Willoughby doing the news.
I did sound easy. So basically, we're a bit pushed for time. That's a good way to start the podcast. Don't worry, it will still be 12 hours long. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch tonight's show, live watch it with you.
And just so you know, this is Thursday before the double eviction.
Yes, and we can't do the eviction because I've got social life this weekend. Gaz doesn't, obviously.
Maybe I've made plans.
Actually, yeah, I want to hear about that.
I've got some plans.
Well, I'll get you. But then we're going to go back and talk about the rest of the week as normal. So we're just going to start from... It's backwards week, basically.
It's backwards week,
yeah,
bitches.
So we've pressed the reset button. We're going to do tonight's show, then we're going to go back over the week.
Slam the Odyssey into reverse.
Hey, I've been playing Mario Odyssey on the Nintendo Switch. And a good time
is there a
it
Rissa
is too. Not even a spaceship. There's a good dinosaur, though. It's very nice. Stumbling on everything.
I can't wait for you to get the new cardboard box add-on for the Switch.
Yeah, you can get
What's
me
it
that.
called again? Labo.
Fuck knows. Also, we just did a new video, didn't we? Opening.
Amazing gifts sent all the way from America.
We got a lovely Christmas present from Rowan. Thank you so much.
So that's at bean_loud.
We won't say what we got in it. You have to go watch the video on our Facebook page. And we've got a YouTube channel now, but I don't think we've put our videos up on it yet. Shit.
Search for BB on Blast or
program.
Big Brother on Blast. I'm not sure.
The program's on. How loud do we have this?
Be prepared throughout
Professional.
to hide offensive language and sexual themes.
Ooh.
Sexual themes weren't at that for a while.
Tonight,
go out there and win.
housemates fight
Oh, they're still...
for power.
What?
Phone's gonna fall.
They're still doing the driving school task. Oh, they go-karting. You sort it out then.
And cuddles cause controversies.
Can we cuddle again tonight, please?
There's other people right here.
There's also several million at home. What is wrong?
Several million.
Several million more.
Don't make that wrong for somebody else. Ashley, Jane tells me that you think I disapprove of your genuine. I have no such views at all. Thank you, Anne.
No, you're
Uh-oh, she's been
She
smurfed.
doesn't have a problem.
I don't think we can blame Anne for all of this.
She's disrespectful, honey.
Who is it that didn't like Ellie being smurfed?
Oh, someone was
Chanel?
scared.
Or Isabel? Not Isabel. Was it Isabel?
I can't remember. Like drag queens all over again, isn't it? I've got a lot to say about Andrew, but perhaps I'll wait until the
Yeah,
after
let's do it
the...
now.
No, but just his face was making me think things. I liked Shane's what pajamas he was wearing there. Did you see them?
Shane.
You like a man in pajamas, don't you?
No, I don't.
Shane stroke Courtney.
The morning after housemates
It's
were
day
punished for
16, by the way.
breaking rules
Because Marcus
regarding
didn't tell
Day
you anymore.
16.
11:21
We're about
a.m.
to get the cold
Wayne, put your
shoulder
clothes on.
and the cold
Oh, is it a punishment?
Oh, because
Cold
they
water.
turned it off for nominations talk breach.
Yeah. Who was talking about that again? All the boys, basically.
Why is he... Oh, I was going to say why has he got his pants on, but...
Yeah, why else?
Yeah,
He doesn't want
'cause-
to get it out,
yeah.
does he?
Weird. I just wouldn't have a shower.
Is it that bad?
Me neither, not cold on. I hate it.
Genuine has a question for Ashley.
You know that's that bench from last year, don't you?
Oh, is it?
Where Ellie,
Whoa.
when Sam got his cock out to show Ellie.
Can we?
Ew.
Can we cuddle?
There's other people right here.
Hey, we're just cuddling, fellas. Jesus.
There's also several million at home.
Shut up.
Anne needs to go now, don't she?
Learn how to cuddle.
I wasn't really paying. Who are you talking to?
Johnny's like, I want to cuddle. I want to
Yeah, so can I cuddle? You never named names.
Hey, you want me to cuddle you, John?
Naming names, Nick.
Rachel is wearing leather trousers in the diving room.
I
Again.
get on with all my housemates.
What?
Why are they taking a piss out of Rachel at every given
Hold on, wait.
opportunity?
Why is he saying that? Wait.
Johnny and Shane J.
What is that relevant
It's
to?
not relevant.
Because
Why did he
energy
say
is
that?
infectious.
Because they just like to take the piss out of Rachel for no
I
apparent
thought
reason.
she was going to say they were chafing or something.
Yeah.
And even
Or...
when
I can
the
see she's
guys-
wearing leather trousers.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
don't need anyone
Chorus
to
for
tell
the
me.
10th day running.
And
We need
also,
to- we'll talk-
They're still
I think they're
flip-flops.
pleather.
And I like that,
We'll
and I
need to
actually
talk about
appreciate
that.
that.
Of course, we'll talk about that. I've got a lot
Okay.
to say about that.
It's like having a little.
Just
you
bear
know,
with us
walk
while
up
we watch this.
with your
We'll
breakfast.
do the podcast after.
Can't hear a word anyone's saying.
Oh, you're gonna like this one
can't.
today.
Me.
You're gonna like this
keep
one.
talking.
This one's good. This
Shut
one's
up
good.
then.
This one you'll like.
What's happening?
And she goes to tap Ashley, and he goes, I don't know, he's like, Ashley, can we snuggle? Can we cuddle again on the floor tonight? No one will even be paying attention to us. And then Anne goes, yeah, there's only several million people.
She sounds like an Angie Bowie or something.
I like that impression.
Boom.
But no, it's at this point, like, because Ashley's not going to defend herself, so it's good that G will do that, because you guys are trying
What
to
is
make
wrong
this-
with human contact?
What is wrong with human
Well,
contact?
Anne's got to have her own
I hate
car.
that.
She's
But
got a
this
thing
Anne
against
is
it,
that
hasn't she?
true?
Don't do it.
Must be.
Don't make that wrong
I know.
for
and
somebody
Yeah.
else.
Look.
Every night.
That's
every
right.
night,
Monica's got the
and
branding
that's
out on her
disgusting.
onesie.
Like a nice
And you know
Oh.
what? I'm gonna be really honest with you. I think Anne really would like somebody to touch her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just think
Is she
maybe
actually
someone
coming in
had
that
touched
room,
her
or-
more often in
No,
life?
she's
or
outside.
a little bit
Editing.
more affection. Maybe the concept wouldn't be as foreign to
Yeah.
her.
She's
Because
not
it's
wrong.
dangerous and something to make somebody else feel
She's
bad about.
deprived,
That's
isn't
my
she?
whole thing.
For a lifetime.
It's like,
Yeah,
if
so
that's what
make
you're
everyone else
basically
frigid because you
Yeah.
The
are.
last few days, I
That.
felt kind of guilty because when I talk about Anne or to Big Brother or to the boys late at night, I'm like, whilst I do find her lovable and I do enjoy her being
Lovable?
here, I also question if we're not really putting enough importance on the fact that we're modifying our behaviour to suit her.
That's what I said the night that I nominated her.
Anne is a
We can
cock
all be
block.
There's
respectful of our
a big
elders,
part of the
but
house
when
getting
it
sick of
comes
it now,
down
aren't
to
they?
making someone feel like them not behaving the way you want them to behave makes them look or they should
I'd
feel
do
a certain
exactly
way.
what
That
the
shit
fuck
is
I
whack
wanted.
to me.
Yeah.
Everyone is
Shit is
cuddling
whack.
him into action just because they like each other. I've been cuddling everyone.
It's like very high school, and it's like, come on, we're too old for that.
Imagine if Anne was in I know it's tweeted it. Imagine if Anne was in a normal year of Big Brother.
Yeah.
People running around with their beeps out.
She'd have done Jermaine Graham.
In some
Jump, walk
clear-
right away.
And it's come to my attention that some of the people in the house have been modifying their behaviour because of your sensibilities. Well,
Nonsense.
I have personally found myself considering the way that I dress.
It's disgusting.
What? Infidel.
Jess is actually quite good
What
at
did
that.
you tell about human connection and contact?
I didn't know what I would really say in this situation, so I just chuck it out words.
Pretty on the money.
That was good.
God, Jess is actually funny then.
Welcome along, Jess.
That's
Finally.
the first time I've ever
And
seen her be
how about
useful. Oh, he's telling her.
Your sensibilities.
Sensibilities.
We love your company and
There's a title in there.
respect
Sense
you.
and sensibilities.
Yeah.
And then also there's this sort of flip side where sometimes I know I have felt and I know other people have felt like they were modifying their behaviour.
Oh, they do all the time.
Yeah.
I
Nonsense
mean,
and
Malika said that
sensibilities.
right at the beginning.
Yeah.
When she nominated me, she actually said she felt that everybody had to watch their language around me. Well, that's a fair comment.
God, she's haggard to
But
fuck.
equally, when
Why are they covering
everything
up
does
Anne's
get bad, which
branding?
is
No one
like
wants
when
to
the
wear
pink
anything
phrase,
she's wearing.
I've
Peter
got-
Storm.
Yeah.
You are
Millets.
completely inhibited. You can say and do and swear as much as you like. You know, I've gone.
Oh, once
attach
she's
a high
gone, they
value
can do
to
it.
modesty, to decency, to decorum, to dignity, to all these
It's a
off.
fucking boring
It's
shit.
Big
I
Brother!
think I'll write.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my line is, I don't care what other people are doing as long as I'm not
Yes, you do.
caught up in it. I'm not being filmed as part of this filthy language and dirty talk and
off.
swearing. I'm just not there.
She's got Lacoste shoes
Oh,
on.
yeah. They're not covered up.
Look at Anne.
She's like this. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I can read it. I can see it.
Personal to just G and Ashley, because when Maggie and Jess kiss each other goodnight, she's like, "Oh, disgusting." She's just not comfortable with it at like,
When they
contact
kiss
at
each other
all.
good Maggie and Jess.
To Anne.
That is
People don't act
fucked.
differently to Amanda. People don't act differently to Maggie.
Because Maggie
I can
and
live with
Amanda
that. That is
are not
warped.
judgmental.
Right.
Even if there
Anne
are
is
things
warped
that
and
Maggie
trying to
and
make
Amanda
other
don't
people
like, they don't
warped.
take it to bed with them at night.
No.
And they're not here trying to change other human beings.
I remember Jess put on a dress and you could see her cleavage in the dress and she obviously
Telling me.
she became aware that she might be showing an indecent amount of flesh
Well,
in front
as
of
far
you.
as I was concerned, she was. Probably nobody else thinks it's indecent.
None of
What
your
about the subject
business!
of, Ashley and Genuine, because I know
What
that
of it? I haven't seen them do anything immodest.
no, but there was sort of
Immodest.
comments about like that they were cuddling or something and how that was
Yeah, I go, oh. But I haven't complained about any immodesty or anything like that.
It's the
Your
air of
face,
disapproval,
yeah.
isn't it?
Maybe
That
the
doesn't go
feeling wasn't
away.
that you thought that
She
there was
creates an
something untoward about
atmosphere.
them cuddling.
Like a stink coming off
I
it. You
don't
can
care
see
if they
it.
cuddle.
Okay.
I'm glad that
I don't
he's.
care if they cuddle till 2 o'clock in the morning and keep me up with all the lights.
Yes, you do.
Ashley.
Ashley, can you please come in the
Shane
bedroom because the
tells
lights
me
won't
that
go
you
off?
Yeah,
think I
yeah, no, she
disapprove
said
of
she
your
only
genuine.
cares
I
about-
have no such views
I
at
didn't
all.
say
I
Ashley
have
said
no
that.
Ah,
such
called out.
I have no such views.
Smurf.
I didn't say that.
Blue
Ashley said
face.
that.
You didn't say Ashley, you said some people did. That's true, it wasn't.
Do you think that you modify your behaviour because of Anne's views at all?
My behaviour is because of my own morals.
That's good.
Nah,
shut up.
bullshit.
She's got some self-respect.
Do you know what? Shane J ought to hold a house meeting.
No, you do, and I
Yeah.
Gather
don't
around the
like that,
kitchen
like,
table,
when-
old school.
when we sort of
Yeah.
talk about
Who
your
here
genuine
modifies their behaviour because
Yeah.
of Anne?
House
kissing or
meeting.
anything like that. I do think
I
that.
haven't kissed him.
No, I know. I do
Oh,
think
shut
that-
up.
Not much if you do.
I'll
People
talk
do.
about her later.
It's much better if you do.
Fucking fake. Fake fuck.
There you are, you see.
No, no.
She
and I
didn't have a problem.
I know
Shut
didn't-
up.
Why are other people working up the problem?
You see, someone did a gif of that.
Each
Not
to
a
his own.
gif.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good.
Each to his
We
own.
need to remember whose name that is.
Oh, yeah.
Bad, wasn't
You're all
it?
Yeah.
far too sensitive, you know.
You're all far too sensitive, you know.
That's a great
Fuck
her. It wasn't Anthony, was it?
Genuine is telling
Could have been.
housemates about a recent close shave.
I got a little couple bumps right here. I actually went against the grain. I feel it now. I'm supposed to go up right there.
What's that?
You
Ingrained
know, when you
hair.
straight razor yourself.
No, I haven't done that for a long time. I tried to let my beard grow.
Hello.
Let your beard grow.
Do you do waxing, Amanda?
No, I think it stopped growing actually, basically.
See? Stop growing.
I used to. We always used to look huge, big. Then I thought there weren't enough of them left to bother about. Waxing Anne. Yeah.
What?
Oh, it hurts. Oh, those. Oh, yes.
What?
If my moustache
I won't let them.
starts
I
to-
won't let them do my eyebrows. I just will not let them because it hurts so much.
Where is she waxing? Her bikini line.
She didn't say.
When she goes on holiday.
Oh my
Down the pond.
god.
You have come over
What
and
is she waxing for? What's the point?
Well,
Cats.
I think you're correct.
Cats don't want to look at
Anne's told me I've been a
that.
total grump, so that's
Oh,
what
shut up, Rachel.
Yes.
I'll leave Rachel
You
alone.
don't
She's
still
my
like
girl.
her, do you?
Yeah.
She said
Me
that
and
you've been a
Kwame
grump
don't
and
like.
I love her.
She said you've been a grump and I've been a
Such an
prude for both
attention
of you.
Well,
seek.
she's.
So that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit like the pot calling the kettle black.
Is this
No, you
okay to
should've
say
just
that
gone.
phrase?
Yeah.
Politely.
Yeah, that's not
It's
racist.
come
No,
from
it just
racist
makes-
stuff,
it
doesn't it?
actually
I don't think so, but
Nothing makes you feel
I
more
think it
grumpy than
does.
somebody saying,
Okay,
"Why are you
let
in
us
bed?"
know
I feel
this.
like we should phase it out.
I don't think it
She
is
said it
though.
about
Because it's
10
just saying a
times
pot's
before
black and a
24
kettle's
hours.
black.
Really?
But
Yeah.
only black
Maybe
because
she wants
that
you
used to be negative.
Maybe she should
No.
be
It is
conscious.
one way of making you grumpy.
It's not.
Yeah.
It is.
You're
I think
making
it's
that
got
racist.
racist
I don't
roots.
think. I don't think it does. A lot of
I
things
don't.
do, but I don't think that does. But I
do
could be
like a
wrong.
little gossip.
So do I.
Anyway, stop getting derailed.
Coming up.
Let us know if
Who
you
knows
think.
what went on in that
Let-
conversation?
Sounded boring anyway.
What's worse, pot kettle black
No, what are the
or Galaxy chocolate
what
beetle
are the
minstrel?
what are the racist roots of it? Because it's just
Because
pot
when-
is black and a kettle is
Shut
black.
those bitches up, I hate them. Let's continue to talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
Because I think, like, in the past, you used to boil both the pot and the kettle on a fire, right?
Yeah.
And therefore, the like soot would make
Yeah.
it black.
Yeah.
And like,
What's that got to do with black people?
Because people in the old days were using black as a slight, like a negative thing.
Mm.
So that's why it's saying like, oh, pot
But
calling
you
the kettle
can say
black.
that about loads of things, like, oh, I'm in a black mood today, or I don't know. There's loads of things like that, aren't there? That, like, you know, good is meant to be white and black is meant to be bad, and there's loads. Actually, I think some
The
of
dark
that,
side.
I think some of that does have roots in racism, but I don't think the pot and the kettle.
No,
do.
but we've always associated darkness with fear and bad things.
that's
so,
true.
And light, you feel safer in the day because you can see. So that light and dark thing contrast. I don't think that's to do with race.
No.
But it may have been in the past that
Yeah.
people who hadn't seen another skin type might have thought a black person is a bad person because I'm taught that dark things are bad and scary.
Well, no, I think it was probably the other way round. If you
The
know what I
white
mean.
person was the bad person.
No, that people didn't like black people, and then black became a connotation for negativity. If you see what I mean, rather than the other way around.
Do you not think that when like white people first came into contact with black people, they were scared of them because they didn't understand and they thought that
Well,
they were like abnormal.
They just killed them all, didn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah. So surely the black people should have been scared.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%.
If you want to talk about racial politics and history
And
and
linguistics
actually inform us on some things that we absolutely
That'd
don't
be
know
nice.
shit about, do contact the podcast. Quick, let's have a break while there's a break.
We are back. We're just
Shut up. Oh, it's because I turned it
struggling
down.
with television.
Don't. Podman.
I can't believe they haven't changed the paint in the house next door garden
For
yet.
the final time,
Other
and
house,
for the
sorry.
chance to win the power of the house,
Podman.
housemates will take to the wheel at Big Brother's driving school.
I hope this is entertaining because this
In
part's
their
boring so
pairs,
far.
housemates will have to race around the Big Brother Speedway in the quickest time possible. To really
Speedway,
test their
my
driving
favourite Morrissey
skills, the
song.
housemate behind the wheel will be blindfolded and have to rely on their teammate to navigate them round the fastest. First to put pedal to the metal are Wayne and Amanda.
You're the one who
Quietly.
started
Darling,
it.
I have faith in you. Go out there and win.
Dip, dip, dip.
Go.
Right hand down a bit. Right hand down a bit. Oh, sorry, left. Left hand down a bit and forward. Turn your
Sorry about
wheel
that noise,
to
just ignore it.
the right.
Can't that thing go faster?
Can't be the only people who didn't get past them.
How did
What?
you do that?
Start line.
That's not a go-kart. What
I like
is
that
that?
jacket you've got on, or jumpsuit, or whatever it is, with a fly on the back.
What is that?
Forward.
It's like a little petrol can you can drive.
Skateboard.
Front and bloody head.
I like. She's quite funny, isn't she?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. No, whoa. Left hand down to 2 o'clock. 10 o'clock, sorry. Not easy.
I liked it when she brought Anne
10
those
o'clock.
biscuits
You
in
have to
bed.
bring it back to
After
straight.
Anne had had wine in
You've
bed.
never been
I
straight
know.
in all your
Then
life.
on Life the other night, Wayne had a can of whiskey and coke by his
Did
bed.
he?
Yeah.
Beautiful by mistake.
Alchemy.
Are you talking to yourself or me?
I'm talking to both of us.
Could you give me
These two are
instruction, please?
hopeless.
Some to the left.
What is this for? To be mean from noms?
You're nearly at the finishing line.
I have
Wayne.
no idea what it's
Come
for.
on. Now, all
Shop
you've
in?
got to do now. Whoa! Is
No, they
straighten
don't.
up.
They don't do it anymore, do they?
No.
Now, just straight ahead for fuck's sake. You-
Lol.
Go on, you there, baby. You've done
She
it.
dresses well, doesn't she?
Yeah, she looks a business.
Did we get there?
Yes, I think we took longest. I think possibly.
Well, that was good teamwork.
It's
I
like Big
thought.
Brother US as well, when you
sorry,
can't
Dan, I
see
did my best.
who's taking the longest.
Next up,
I just remembered what they're playing for.
genuine.
The
Take
team that
someone off the
wins
block.
gets
Yeah.
saved in the place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, now go.
Who's that? Oh, Shane.
Shane.
Keep on left, straight. Straight. You not listen to what I say straight.
What would we... I'd be given the direction in that situation, I think. You'd be on the thing.
Next
Yeah.
racing for the checkered flag is Rachel.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
get
Shane
directions.
L.
I can't drive
why?
either though.
Power, power.
At least you can drive.
Power, power.
Oh, yeah, that's
Then you
true.
fall flat.
No, only just.
Then that.
I asked someone for directions today and I got confused after the first 2 things they said to me. They were like, yeah,
You
go.
stop listening.
They said, go there, go left, go up the stairs, and that was as far as I remembered.
Stairs.
Yeah.
For the
I was
next
like, oh.
housemates to burn rubber.
And then I had to ask someone else.
Do they scare me?
You're using that fighting. Straight, left.
How is this thing powered?
I know, what is that thing?
No idea, I've never seen one.
It's like a
Next
fucking...
are Ashley and John.
It's like something off Robot Wars.
I'd quite like one of those to get to work.
Yeah.
Keep going.
It's like something a little kid would ride about, isn't it?
And if you haven't watched it, they're on a little go-kart thing that looks like...
If you haven't
What's it
watched,
look like?
if you haven't watched this and you're listening to this, seek help.
It's the same one you used last week.
Wanting to
Well,
outdrive the
same old
competition
shit.
of Alita
Continue
and
to seek
Johnny.
help.
I can't see a
Shut up.
thing.
It looks like a little oil can with a steering wheel and a seat.
Left. Sorry.
Wait.
I wouldn't want him giving me directions, he's shy.
What does that say? Per
For the
slow
first time in her life,
precision
Anne Winnecombe
tyres.
is getting ready to tell someone to turn left.
Danny, just do your
Is
best.
that a political joke?
Right,
Yeah.
Nobody's going to die. It's not World War III.
let's hope not.
Prepare for left.
Is
forward,
World War
left,
III happening
left. Turn to your left.
Now, right, good. Go straight, go left.
Oh, she takes it serious.
Excellent.
They really want to win.
Go very gently.
Yeah, who's in their team?
Dapper.
Keep
They
going.
want to
He's
win
nominated.
bad.
Right,
They're
then
both nominated.
Bendish
They
right.
both
Of
want
course
to win
they are.
bad.
Right, excellent. Left. Excellent.
Did you know who
like-
won?
Keep
I don't
going.
know.
Keep going.
It's almost like you
Keep
get more
going.
money for
Prepare
staying
to bend
longer.
left. Prepare to bend
Do you think
left.
they do?
Oh, maybe they
Excellent.
changed it to make it like that.
Straight ahead. No,
She's getting the
left,
job done,
left,
though.
left.
Ain't she?
Right,
This is what
keep
surprises
going
me about
straight
Anne.
this
Is she
way
mostly
you
seems
are.
to hate
Prepare
being in the
to
people
Yeah,
of the
she
house, but
wants to
sometimes
stay.
she's very
Prepare to
enthusiastic
bend
about it as
Yeah.
well.
I think she enjoys the challenge.
Left. Excellent. Excellent. Prepare to
Good
bend
encouragement.
left.
Also, she did very well.
Straight.
Good editing, Big Brother.
I like the people they paired up together as well. It's really good, really clever.
They put.
You were okay. You were okay. Much better than I could have managed.
That was.
Oh wait, they're different pairings to what they are in the car.
No,
they're not.
no.
But I thought Shane J
High
was with
five,
Courtney.
just teamwork.
That's the same person.
All good.
I thought Courtney and Andrew were together. I just seen
No.
Shane J with Genuine.
Andrew's with Jess.
Big Brother has gathered housemates to reveal the results
Were you
of
drunk, dear?
Big
In
Brother's
that
driving
quiz,
school.
they were together.
Yesterday, Andrew and Jess were in pole
maybe not.
position, but did they hit the
What is wrong
skids
with
with
you? And then you
today's
tell me
task?
things like you know them.
Big Brother.
You don't know shit.
Big Brother can reveal
Um,
that.
Big Brother.
In
Unprofessional.
7th place, taking a whopping 11 minutes and 11 seconds to get around the track were Wayne and Amanda.
11.
Oh, what about Maggie? What did Maggie do? Nothing. But she was
health
on
and
their
safety
team.
reasons.
Wonderful
Oh yeah, there's 3 of them, isn't there? In a limo.
Yeah, so Maggie just gets to sit out. She.
Well, she is the most boring one.
The
You would
winners
make
of
her
the
sit out,
race,
wouldn't you?
with a record-breaking 1
Oh, that
minute and
actually
40
is her.
seconds.
Where's the purple bits
Daniel
gone
and
then? Washed
Just
out.
a toner, innit? You'll get that once you use round spin.
I hope so. I know I was just saying I wanted it the other day.
Oh, hold on. Anne and Dapper win it.
It was a mixture of bravery and
they
great
win, or-
instructions.
We talked over it. We missed it.
We're gonna win.
Teamwork.
Oh.
Big Brother will now reveal the overall points won by each pair
Ah.
and who will end up with power over the house.
Oh.
In joint second place
So they did
with
win.
130
No, did they?
points each
That bit.
are
Ashley and John.
Oh, look,
She
you
is
can
still purple on
see
the
the
edge.
purple,
Yeah. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it's not meant to be purple. It's meant to just make your hair look blonde. But if you leave it in too long, it goes purple.
Shane J and Genuine.
I like the purple look too.
Well, I actually had purple
Yeah.
before.
Like a,
Jess and Andrew.
like a purple rinse, isn't
What is
it?
going on?
Which means...
Don't know, because we're talking all over it.
with 180 points, and therefore the
What?
people holding the power are... Anne and Daniel.
Yeah!
Oh,
No, that's good. I want them to win.
But-
Because I want them to fight it out. I want to see them fight. Fight for it. Fight for it.
That was my fault, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, because he said he wants it. She said she wants it. So I want to see them fight.
Oh, is that the whole team, just them two? There's more people that get a
This
say on
is
it, isn't there?
Big Brother.
I don't know.
Congratulations, Anne and Daniel. With great power comes greater responsibility.
Okay, it's just them.
And you now both have a big decision to make.
Oh shit.
Wait.
Dapper really
As
wants it.
housemates are aware, Andrew, Anne,
It's
Daniel,
amusing.
Stupid, isn't it?
I like it.
and Rachel are facing eviction this week.
How can you like
Anne and
it?
Daniel,
It never used to
you now
need this
have the
music to
opportunity
tell us how to
to
feel.
one of these housemates
Shush!
and replace them with a housemate of your choice. If one
Has
of
Anne
you
been
wishes to
straightening her
take
hair
yourself,
again?
you may do so.
Why does it look
That's
curly?
great.
Oh! I don't know. Do you
Power
know?
couple lay down
Nope.
the law.
How do we
I'm
not
now going to
know?
make myself the most unpopular person in the entire
Anne's going to
house.
save herself.
Oh, God.
Who's she going to put up?
Celebrity Big Brother. has
So what happens now? They have to say who they would say.
They save one of themselves
No, but like,
and put
what if they
someone
both
else
say
up.
me? What if they both say I want to be saved?
Well, they're going to have to. That's why I want to see it. They're going to argue out between them.
Well, how's it
But
gonna work?
he will capitulate to her, won't he?
Alright, Rachel Johnson.
He will though, won't he?
Can we make this
All you
quiet?
have to
Can we pause and have a break?
Um,
He will capitulate to her.
what's capitulate?
What do you think it means?
Plead?
No.
Argue.
No, he will give in to her.
Oh.
He'll let her save herself. Don't you think? That's why she said, oh, I'm going to look like the most unpopular person.
She's
think?
going to do an Andrew.
I think so. Let's have a break.
Thing is,
let's have a break and look on Twitter.
I want Anne to go a little bit.
I do too.
I'm done with her now.
I know.
But I also want him out as well. Time to go. It is.
What's going on? Oh, we're having a break. We're back in a sec.
I Pink Casino.
Banging tunes this year.
Big up.
I like this one.
Anne and Daniel have been awarded the power of the house and are about to make their save and replace decision.
Here we go.
Oh.
Anne and Daniel, you should stand up.
Stand up. We've got to stand up.
Have they discussed it or?
Anne and Daniel, you should now reveal your decision and why.
Annual.
And me and Anne agreed, thank you, Anne, that she would save me. So, yeah.
Babe!
I'm now going to make myself the most unpopular person in the entire
I
house.
replace him. Who's your
But the criterion that
Wayne.
I have used throughout
Look at Daniel
is
smirking.
I only nominate people who I think have been unkind to others.
Uh-oh.
Therefore, were
Hey.
she not immune, Ashley would have been right at the top of my hit list for
What?
her treatment of Johnny. But she's immune.
Who's Johnny?
What's Ashley done?
Regret.
Who's Johnny?
Nobody's going to like this.
What do you mean, who's Johnny?
Because
Who is that?
she
Love
laughed
Island guy.
when others were in
Rachel.
pain. I
Rachel.
nominate Maggie.
Oh!
Yeah!
I know what you're referring to when Andrew was playing up in the pregnancy test.
Aye, because of
Put
that.
it
It's
out.
Pregnancy test.
Hopefully Maggie will go then, because it's vote to save. It's vote to
Yeah,
save.
good. I want Maggie out.
Good. Deadwood.
You know what she looks like? The Robin
What?
Trolls.
Oh, okay.
Remember those?
Yeah, I do. I need to let the cat
I know
in.
you do.
Good. Maggie's pointless. Get the Deadwood out. Ship it out.
All I can say is that I wasn't
Ship it
laughing
out.
to be unkind.
Can I just say, Danny had no knowledge at all of whom I was going to nominate. I said,
Danny.
leave it to me, so he's safe, and he's
Verstappen's safe.
That's what he thinks. That's what he thinks, Scab.
And what have you done to me? Because I put him on the cleaning task, which I...
Maggie will go.
Well, I'm a little bit upset with the...
Maggie-
It's funny that Anne chose to have a dig at Ashley as well.
Yeah, why?
Why would you do that?
What did Ashley do?
You know, that is
Come
the
on,
game.
I let her arguing.
criterion.
Criterion.
No, Maggie's accepting.
And you
Look
can't
at that
nominate
lip.
somebody,
Lip,
so,
lip.
like, you know,
Botox lips.
so-
It's not about who hurts me, it's who hurts anybody else.
Okay. Okie dokie.
So that's done.
Careful,
Aren't
mine.
I popular? Aren't I popular?
Wait, don't call him an idiot. What had Ashley done then? That's what I want to know.
I am upset, but I'm not surprised.
That was good gaming
As
from
an
Anne
MP,
there.
she's used to making
Set the cat
unpopular
among the
decisions.
pigeons.
There's a very uncomfortable
Not great for your own game, though,
feeling in
to
the
say you
house,
would
and I
nominate
think that
Ashley.
everybody picked up
I
on
don't
that.
think Daniel would have
We'll
gone
see.
anyway,
I mean, we
do
have to
you?
get along, and
Idiot General
we'll have to
Public
be
loves
civil
him.
with each other. But I think there will be a little bit of awkwardness around Anne. I definitely now
No, he
feel
wouldn't.
No, exactly so. Fucking.
that I couldn't trust her.
I would like to
That's
have
how
seen
I
him
feel.
on the hook though, on the night.
He is like desperate for it, isn't he?
He is
It's
disgusting.
embarrassing.
He's
For their
disgusting.
next job in power, Anne and Daniel are assigning job roles to their fellow housemates.
If I was unpopular before, I'm going to be hated now.
Anne loves
More
it.
job
They have
roles.
decided
Villain.
that their personal butlers will be Johnny for
My
Daniel
own personal butler.
These roles are getting
Amanda
tired,
for
aren't they?
Anne.
Bless you, and I shall be there to serve
What?
you for everything.
I shan't need much service.
Anne serves.
House
Amanda
chefs
serves
will
Anne
be
already.
John and
Yeah,
Chanel.
biscuits.
Back in the game.
I don't care about this.
House cleaners are Ashley and
Fuck
Jess.
this, I don't care about
Table's
this.
so tiny.
It's like I'm a celebrity where they have to have roles in camp. There's no point in
And
this.
toilet cleaners, Shane J and Wayne.
We think you're the cleanest of those who were left.
Wow. That was a
Oh,
backhanded
there's
compliment.
always a compliment in there somewhere, isn't there?
Why is Anne
I'm
being
quite
so
happy with that. Are you? I am,
controversial?
If housemates do not abide by these rules,
I like it
or
though.
if the power couple do not allow them to wait on them,
Power
there will be severe consequences.
Cat needs to settle down, it's stressing me out.
You need to settle down.
Big Brother has another bombshell for housemates.
Housemates, because the power is shared between a man and a woman, Big Brother thinks that the bedrooms should also be shared between the men and the women. Anne and Daniel therefore had one more decision to make.
Well, this is stupid.
Why?
They were
Because
tasked
it's a name towns.
with reassigning bedrooms for the housemates.
Why would they have to move their
Why?
bed? That's so stupid,
Just to
right?
piss them off.
Harmonious in regards to people
It's
that stay
just-
up late.
It's
and the
like
people
hot
that are in bed
desking,
earlier.
isn't it? It's
Okay,
just
so
to
who's coming in
settle
our
people.
room is Jess and Malika. No, Ashley and Malika.
Yeah.
Look at G's face. He's like, go on.
Anne, yes, you should now inform the house who will now be sleeping in the Pankhurst room.
The two earliest birds amongst the men who were John and Shaynell.
Why is Anne on the warpath with
Rachel,
everyone?
why are you celebrating not being my bedmate? No, because I heard that Wayne.
They're all
I
arguing.
just think celebrating that Wayne wasn't it. I know what you want, baby. Trust me, I want to be your bedmate.
Charlie!
Put your right and stroke him and then maybe he'll stay there.
My hands. If I stroke it, I'm going to get first stuck in the jam on my fingers. I've been eating donuts.
I'm not taking
People
personally.
say this podcast is unprofessional.
I've been very considerate at the
Get used to get Anne some cat milk.
Sorry?
Nothing.
I'm not sleeping in the bed with a man at all.
Did you? That's okay. I'll make sure it's okay. Don't worry about that. Do you want your own bed?
What is going on?
Or you don't care?
They're all muttering.
Because we could make it. Me and you can sleep in.
Yeah, you can smell the jam.
Drew and John's bed.
Look, Genuine's trying to get Ashley in his bed.
Housemates are now expected to leave the sofas.
All right, come on.
The same.
So you gotta make a decision. For
They're just doing this bed thing just to fuck with them, basically.
Which is good,
Yeah,
I
it's-
suppose, but I actually don't like it in principle because if that was me,
Mm.
I feel really horrible about sleeping in someone else's
I
bed.
would as well, but
Housemates are
that's why they're doing it. Yeah, imagine if you was with the bedwetter.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I'd
I think it's
be very unhappy about that.
It'd be worse if someone had been fucking in the beds, which they haven't because of Anne.
My big spoon.
Shane and Andrew are cuddling.
little spoon.
Are they going to sleep in bed together?
Ashley is having a sleeping
Aren't they being
dilemma.
separated?
Really
I don't
wants to
know.
be by herself. There's two single beds, and I'm not going to kick Wayne out of his single
You
bed.
should
Oh, Ashley's going to have
Yes,
to
I'm
sleep
telling you
with
this isn't
Yeah,
Genuine.
I know.
No, Ashley.
I know. It's not my decision. Trust me. I do not want to be in a
No,
bed.
I don't think you can.
Ha!
No, for your sake, no.
For fuck's
What,
sake!
is Ashley freaking out because she's going to share a bed with Genuine?
I didn't want
She's
to.
pretending she is, yeah.
Determine what happened.
Yeah, Malika can't.
She's
determine
pretending she is.
that. Oh, darling, you can't.
She's
do
so
that.
fake!
Really
No, I don't want to.
But you know why, right?
She's thinking about you.
Why?
Apparently she's from Made in
She will not
Chelsea.
put you in
Yeah.
that position.
Look, she
It should
should
be
be.
something you want to do.
Oh, these
When
women
you're in
need
a
to keep their
committed
nose
Look at
out.
Amanda
Yeah,
making a dress
I
out of
don't
them.
No, she doesn't
Big
want
cover in the background.
to do that. None of us should.
Is G in a single bed?
Yeah.
Well, then you must stay there.
She can't go
Malika
in a
would
G
Single
wanted a
bed.
single bed when it was
with
just
G.
Quite.
G. But
No.
when it's you, he can't
He's
have
not.
it anyway.
He's not the one pushing.
He's a 47-year-old grandfather.
No, it's not anything about that. It's about.
What's that
me
got to
and
do
what
with
I feel
anything?
comfortable with.
I think she's just reminding Ashley of that,
Yeah.
isn't
She
she?
and Elle has
Let Ashley
mixed
do what she
feelings.
wants to
But his
do.
bedroom
I'm
is
tired of
no
him
longer
getting
an
No, but
involved.
what she's
boys'
saying
zone.
is, let him
I
make his
kicked
own
out my
decisions.
in the
Like,
bedroom. So it is.
Eh,
For going to bed early. I'm now officially in the older room. Thought I was floating around there in the middle for a while. Getting away with it.
floating
you
in the
haven't,
middle.
no, you've been nowhere
Went
to
to
be
bed early
seen.
there,
You're not
kid.
with the
The
young
rest of
group.
He's right in the
The
middle.
older ones. Apart from
Like
Wayne.
Mitch.
Wayne's clearly
From
a
Canada.
party animal
That didn't
compared
work
to
out
me.
well.
To remove
It's
the
probably the
cancer
best thing
from
that
that
happened
house.
to me. So you hear that slamming that door every few minutes and them lads in and out of the room.
Oh,
Just gets a little bit
baby.
monotonous after a while. And
bit
also the bed
monotonous
that I
there
lay in
after
is
a
next to
while.
the shitter. So, you know,
He's next to this
them boys blow
shitter.
that gaff up quite a lot.
His new bed's
So,
next to the
to be moved out and
loo.
into a more
None of those beds are that close.
sweet smelling room ain't a bad thing at all.
You're gonna have to.
So is
Oh,
it
he got
raining
away
or
from
not
them.
raining?
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
know what he's gone.
It's really cold.
Are you okay?
I just think that I prefer it really fair.
Okay. No, she wants her own bed, so no, but that's on you.
This is just
I'm not
made
gonna-
arguments, isn't
It's
it?
not that I feel uncomfortable. I just
Artificial
think-
drama.
No, you do. So it's cool. I told them I don't want you. We just talk to Malika. Talk to
Yeah.
Malika. We just talked
Let me-
about Malika.
This Genuine got a Homer Simpson beard all of a sudden.
Wait, for sure, for sure.
You gotta tweet that
I
shit.
just think that
You need a picture of it, that's the
Okay, I
problem.
really
Oh, Genuine.
think that
You're
really-
too late, someone else will have already
Okay.
done it. Too
No,
late,
it's
man,
nah,
too late.
I got it.
I just think that. No, the double
You want to do that? I just think it's asking for, like... I don't mind. I don't have an issue with it at all. I just don't think this is the environment to be sharing a bed with a guy.
Oh, shut up!
There's like a romantic link.
Oh, she's so false.
So you either want the showmance or you don't.
I don't.
No, her.
Oh.
You either do it or you don't. Shut up.
I don't care if you were the 12th girl.
Yeah.
If you were so
I just don't
uncomfortable,
feel-
you should do what's comfortable. If you decide later on that that's a comfort
She doesn't want the showman.
Showdown.
She wants the magazine deal. That's the
Certain
difference.
ways. You're comfortable.
exactly.
That's the
And then we'll move on
difference.
from there.
Yeah.
Would you like me to make the announcement?
Yeah.
Okay.
Such a drama queen. Fucking fake.
Sorry, Shane.
Fake.
Okay, guys,
Oh,
it's
no.
a change in plans.
Yeah.
So, with the sudden change of coming into this room, we would
I need someone to do an alliance chart for the bed, the new bed arrangements.
she and I to share a bed, and you and Wayne still get to keep your bed.
That's cool.
That's fine?
That's great. I thought you said you
Oh,
wanted
so
to
she
own
don't
it.
mind sharing a bed with
Well,
Shane?
I just don't want to sleep with a guy.
Got you.
Because
Hold on, Shane's a guy, isn't he?
It has to be. That means I gotta go home.
Oh, right.
Because you're not
Shane
gonna
J.
ruin my life.
Okay, so
Apparently he's only going to sleep with Courtney while they share a bed.
With his dick taped down. In case he gets early morning glory. That's not what that's called, is it?
Morning glory, not early morning.
We don't know what's going on really, listeners.
Yeah.
That was the most confusing.
This is
that was the most confusing 15 minutes of TV ever. Is that Wayne? Wayne's in bed with that picture. Right, let's have a pause and try and work out what the fuck is going on.
Sponsored by
Everyone's Twitter's like a god, like going
Be
poor
prepared
Maggie.
for offensive language
I don't
and
give two fucks about
sexual
Maggie.
themes.
If you can hear a weird noise, it's the cat purring and padding a blanket.
What are you fucking do then? Remember we're doing a podcast.
Lucky you remember that.
Oh, there's a party going on.
I dance like John Barnes, just sat there clicking my fingers.
Ashley and Genuine are talking about Anne's earlier comments.
Oh yeah.
Still pissed when I answer.
No, I think it's
Awful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Genuine's hair.
Greasy.
Nobody wears that
from
hat all
the
the time.
outside, but when I think about the fact that I feel that I've
Why did Anne say that?
Oh, it's that.
Oh, he's
That's a better
talking
shot
with,
of the Homer Simpson kid.
talking with his
I
mouth
think it
full.
comes from a different place too.
towards me.
Oh,
Me.
excuse
I know that
me.
you think she is, but I don't
Has
think
he got a
she comes
tattoo that
that
says
off.
Tony the Pony?
And she even said to me, she's like, I know someone that was
Isn't that Joan
self-respect,
Collins'
so I don't
pony?
believe that.
And it's a Morrissey song.
Why say it?
Because she's...
Oh, my pony.
She's trying to.
And James C had that belly.
Believer
Yeah.
has come to a realization.
God rest his soul.
To be
God
surrounded
rest his soul.
by
Who's?
James C.
phony is very
Hold on.
brand new to me.
This is good.
Anna's phony, and I believe that Rachel's phony as
Ooh,
well.
yes.
They
Not by
are
Rachel.
strongly opinionated behind people's backs, but not
Mm-hmm.
to their faces.
Yeah.
I'm just watching it, and it's very, very strange because the women in my life don't act that way. We're just not that judgy.
What, the
I
Kardashians?
don't even understand it. I probably shouldn't even try. I quit. I give up. I'm in a new room. I don't have to.
What? Aye.
That was not enough airtime for that
Malika's
conversation.
a bit
The quiet
Why is there a
No,
longer
that-
version?
Yeah, it's better on,
Alright, you can
on
tell
Twitter.
me.
It's better.
Is it your usual time, John?
Everything's better on
About at
Twitter.
home by 10:30 at the latest. I'm in bed.
Boring.
It's quite nice in here, isn't it?
It's lovely. It's nicer here than in my room.
Oh,
Who's in
I
that
like that
room
room
then?
best, don't you?
Well, look. My harem there. I feel like one of those Chinese emperors.
Racist.
All the eunuchs are outside.
Amanda's got cough medicine next
And
to her
part
bed.
of the Tyree.
Yeah. Amanda's got cough medicine next to her bed.
No, she came with that cough, didn't she?
Well, I can't stand fake people because
I love 'em.
walked by and grazed G's shoulder because she loves the young guys.
The same person that be talking shit behind Ashley.
Rachel's showing off her belly.
We know you're
She's
someone with
such an attention
self-respect.
seeker. I can't bear her.
I know. So cuddling with him means you don't respect yourself. This morning, Rachel said again. She was like,
Malika's saying this behind Anne's back,
Ashley
though,
was snuggling
if you think
with
about
Keith.
it.
And Anne goes, oh, I
Yeah, she
just
is.
like
And
just
Rachel
kept,
She was just having a go at them
I
for
just
it.
kept, that's it.
So you can't have it both
What,
ways.
she ain't never sucked a dick?
She ain't never sucked a dick, Dapper just said.
She probably
True story.
hasn't. And here
I
we
know,
are.
but it's not good for him to say that.
No,
With his track record.
True.
You ain't never sucked a dick either. Or
I'll have
have
to show
you?
Anne that when she gets evicted in
Yeah.
an interview.
Someone blagged her into it at some point.
Ah! Look, Genuine's a gog. He's a gog. He is such a sexist cunt, that guy.
Ooh, well, I don't know if I should do.
Okay. No.
That is bad. I'm laughing though, so. I've been caught laughing at Daffy's sexist joke on the podcast. Disgusting. He's right though, she hasn't. And she thinks she can tell
can't
everyone
die
else.
without having that experience.
Still
No.
ranting about Rachel.
Oh,
Rachel,
no.
she's a hater. If it's not for what she thinks or what is somewhat inclusive for
Nika's
her,
on the warpath.
she's a hater. She's the type of person that's like, oh my god, your pajamas are so cute. And then she's like, oh, but I have a pair too, but mine are silk. That's who Rachel is.
That's a one-upper.
She's a
11
core
Yeah.
good person, but she's got a jealousy side of her. So she shows that, and she doesn't
And
know
she's
she
eating
shows
prawn
it.
cocktail
I
crisps.
think that Rachel cares a lot about other people's opinions, so she lives her life a certain way that works for what she does. So in some instances, she wants to be the cool girl that hangs out with the young guys
Yeah.
outside and be young and whatever.
Yeah.
And then she wants to curve off to be with the older girls that are still married and whatever. Like, she likes to jump the fence.
Quick, get the cans.
So in order to jump the fence,
Let's do that. His trousers just fell down. Oh,
Full of cans. Trying to do a Wayne Sleep.
Daniel's feeling grateful.
I bet he is.
Fucking good position.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet,
I've been
mate.
lucky. I've dodged the eviction and I've dodged the fact
Great
that I have
minds
to
think
nominate,
alike.
so I've dodged some
Two of the
bullets.
great philosophers
Who the
of...
fuck would have thought that I was going to
Yeah,
win
me
the
and
driving
Dapper.
test with Anne? I'm
He's lucky because
privileged
Anne
to be in
fucking
my
got him through
position,
that task
but
with those directions.
people are starting to get the hump with people. Ashley and Malika are a little bit annoyed with Rachel because I think Rachel is trying to advise Ashley to steer away maybe
Oh look,
from
Ashley is in
G,
bed with Genuine.
which may be a legitimate thing to do, but I don't think it's Rachel's place to do it. And
Yeah, it's none of her
it's
business.
weird for me because I've got I have nothing but positive
too.
things with Rachel.
We're trying
So
to do a
to
fucking
hear other
podcast here.
people
Pay
slagging
attention.
off Rachel was a bit of a difficult one for me tonight.
Oh, well, why didn't you stick up for her then?
Done so much for me.
Well, why didn't you
really.
stick up for her then?
She's seen when I've been
fair
upset.
question.
She's looked after me.
If someone was
She
slagging you off, I'd
understands me.
stick up for you.
I think so.
She's been probably one of the women in here.
If it's me
that before
slagging
I
you off,
come in,
does it matter?
I was scared to meet and didn't think I'd get on with.
Who's
But
scared
much
to meet?
since she's my fucking mate.
Rachel. Well, you should have stuck up for her then.
I love her.
Oh. That escalated quickly.
Andrew has changed
Because his trousers
tune
fell down.
about
He couldn't
Anne.
stick up for her.
I feel like everyone else as a whole,
Here we
as
go.
a household, and we as a whole, as a one, have put Anne on a different precedent by which we should apologise for courtesy.
Pedestal.
We should apologise for
Drunk.
conversations
It's,
about
yeah.
all
It's
drunk all the
like
time.
us on the podcast last
I
night.
noticed that Johnny doesn't listen anymore.
We've done that to ourselves.
Only because he don't
He's done
speak.
that because she has deemed it disrespectful in front of her.
Yes.
That's not an and subject. That's a respect subject.
Yes.
Here's the difference. The respect is not flipped. She's disrespectful, honey. I've lived in a room with these people.
I know. And you
Before you
have
got here,
really
it's like I
We
walk
can
into
both
the room
agree
just
you have
out of
different-
nowhere, and she's like, "Well, Big Brother told me they didn't
Everyone's
like
got
the
very
F word, and
conservative
I've heard
pyjamas
it
on.
said."
Did Anne pick them out for them?
I agree.
Yeah, it's like they're at a little
And now,
famous five
as a
party,
woman,
isn't it?
what she's not used to is dealing with the world. She's used to dealing with people that think like her,
This
Jolly
talk
hockey
like her,
sticks.
walk like her, live like her.
This is
and
my
now
point.
she's
Walk like me, talk like me
and
too.
she
Yoda.
doesn't like it.
And I agree But I still don't think we can blame Anne for all of it. She hasn't come
He is
into the house
fucked.
and said, I'm more important than you, I'm more important than you, I'm more important than you, and you.
You
But what
invisible
we've
man.
done as a collective, what we've done as a collective...
Yeah, they've
is
done it. They
Anne
have
won't listen to
fed
me.
into that
Anne has
situation.
this view. We are
They
putting
have.
her
Because they've all
on
acted differently around
Yeah.
the of course.
Yeah.
Stop saying she put her there. She's there. She's there
She's
already.
there.
You're missing it. She's there.
No,
babe.
She's on the
You-
pedestal
she has
right
to
now.
be able
I
to.
agree.
Anne is not willing.
Malika, I
Anne is not
agree.
willing to
I
have
agree.
a
I
conversation
don't
with
think
people
Anne is
on a
fucked.
lane that says I'm a human being.
Yeah.
Anne is straight, and Anne doesn't care.
Shane's legs going.
You love a leg going.
Yeah, you gotta
It's
look
like
it. You gotta look out
become
for
Judy
it.
James all of a sudden when you see a leg
you gotta
going.
look out for it.
Massive bottle of Jean-Paul Gaultier. It's the same size as that. Oh, it's
God,
only a
that's
small
so
bottle of water.
90s, isn't it? It is. I used to have an ex who used to smell that.
I'm right on the air.
Uh-huh. Free in a bed. Wayne's getting involved.
Gee, it's great to
What's he
be
got on his
here.
pyjama bottom?
Looks like your sushi cat,
Gee,
Scott.
Yeah.
I feel right at home.
Sushi meow. Look, Ashley's got conservative pyjamas on as well.
Where have they got
To
them
keep,
from?
to keep Genuine away
He's
from her.
talking in his sleep again, love. What we're going to do? Look at him giggling away like a little child. He's a little ba-ba-ba-ba poo-poo-poo. He's asleep.
Wayne has grown on me a little bit.
I like him.
I'm down the ridge again. No, I'm going to sleep.
I'm down the ridge again. Lol.
Good night.
They're like, fuck off, Wayne.
As my husband always says to me every night, don't you swingers.
What?
Which means sweet dreams.
Wayne, I loved it.
Thank you. At least I've got one person in
Look, Ashley's boobs are coming out.
Mind the cleavage.
Of their conservative pajamas.
That is not
She's
a one
flashing.
business.
She's flashing Wayne.
Oh,
How
I'll
close
be
those
here
two beds
I
are.
know. You
Listen,
couldn't have
if
it off
you
with
need
Wayne
any
just there,
help
could you?
tonight, if you
No.
hear a noise upstairs,
Well, he probably sleeps like a
back,
log.
Yeah.
Don't wake me up.
I love Wayne.
So, aren't Ashley and Genuine actually going to sleep in that bed?
No, I think she's just visiting. Like when you're in
Visiting hours.
prison on Monopoly.
This is the second funniest night ever.
I can't believe Genuine uses that Jean-Paul Gaultier. God.
Welcome to the boys' wing.
Thank you.
Ah. I'm waiting for it. There you go.
Curled toes.
Ew, he's got his socks on. That's not sexy. Look, Wayne's right there. Like the first time they've kissed.
Apparently.
Well, it's the first time we've seen.
This week,
No,
it's
Ashley said earlier.
double
Ah.
fiction. Andrew, Anne, John, Maggie.
Who's gonna go
and
then?
Rachel all face
It's one of those three, isn't it? Anne and Andrew
Won't
are
be
safe.
Andrew.
Or
You think
Anne.
people will vote for Anne?
Yeah.
Do you not think we've been sick by now?
No, some people will vote for her. I don't know actually.
She looks really good in her profile picture.
Who would actually pick up the phone and vote for her though?
I'm not sure. I hope Maggie goes. Boring.
Rachel will go. No one will vote to save Rachel.
I will.
Guys, you need to accept no one likes Rachel.
I like Rachel.
Yeah, but you're the only person. 13.
I
Ooh,
really like
unlucky
her.
for some. Yeah, you're in with her family though. Nepotism. John might go. He's quite boring.
John's boring. Who's going to vote for
he's
John?
nice.
I think it will be John and Maggie.
John has got fans.
We need to make our
though.
eviction prediction.
John, let's do it at the end. John has got fans though from back in the day.
What, the football fans?
Uh-oh.
Do they watch Big Brother?
Sorry if you just heard something and the cat just walked
back
past.
in 2018 for the new home
Yeah,
deal
football
with
fans,
Channel
I don't
5.
know.
New season, Will and Grace
How many Twitter
continues to
followers
grow
has he
10.
got?
What about Instagram? That's what I want to know.
Next,
Oh!
What?
10 years younger, it's got
Big
Chanel on
ins
it.
on.
Oh no, it's just the clip.
Listen,
Real.
apologies for that start of the show.
That was
You
hard
weren't
to
even
follow.
paying fucking attention half the time.
I was trying to look at Twitter as well
Oh.
and do a podcast and watch the show. It's too many things at once.
Anyway, enough with the bad, sorry sound quality and everything else. Well,
back to normal service now.
Still bad sound quality, but
no,
so,
it's actually quite good at the moment.
So
yeah, I'm listening.
So how have you felt about this week as a whole?
I felt this week has been quite dull, actually, don't you? Not really much has happened.
It has, but at the same time, I have felt like it has.
I've been
like,
enjoying it as well, so it's weird.
I know, it's been like old school Big Brother, and then people are moaning because now they're used to it being outrageous all the time.
I don't want it to be that.
You
and
can't
we said
win.
it last week.
They can't actually win whatever they do, can they?
No, it's true.
It has been boring though.
What I didn't like this week, and I'm sure we're going to come to it, is they've started to make some new editorial choices where Marcus has got comedy lines and also starting to tell me how I should be thinking about certain housemates by the way they're talking about their actions in the house, which I don't agree with.
To call it comedy lines is to misrepresent it. He is interfering with
reality.
Yeah. He's like breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't be doing that.
I said Big Brother...
Get back in your box, Marcus.
Big Brother has a duty, a duty of care, to show what happens in the house, but the show should not be judgmental upon the housemates in any way.
No.
Bots can get away with it a little bit.
Yeah.
But not the main show.
No. Well... And what else? The drone shots are really... I know everyone's on about it.
There's a Twitter moment about people going off the drone shots.
But honestly, fine. 1 per episode. But why is there like 15 per episode?
They don't bother me so much. But sometimes the musical bits, which I like the music, but sometimes they're at random places. Just do a little quick one and get it done.
But some of the editing we really like.
Like the slow motion and cheering on Daniel.
So it's a bit of a mixed bag, really. But I appreciate the fact they're trying new things and everything. Some's working, some's not working. You can't please everyone. Hey, what are you going to do?
Definitely not now.
What?
You definitely can't please everyone now because you've kind of segmented your audience into old school fans like us who know when it was nothing, no
old
music.
Yeah.
Marcus barely even like had any tone to his voice. To new fans who just know A to Z arguments.
Yeah.
A to Z.
Yeah. What's that mean?
Dot to dot.
Oh.
That's what I said before, I think. It's like dot to dot arguments. Just basically it was a series of arguments sort of characterised by other things going on around it. Whereas now it's more of like this is life in the house and there might not be an argument.
But it was too many arguments.
Yeah, it was too much.
And now there's not enough arguments. And if we're just people and they're not manoeuvring them around, then they can't they shouldn't, we don't want them to engineer arguments like they basically were trying to do tonight with the bed.
This is a bit of an exception. Like this is for Big Brother to say, okay, we're going to shift the bedrooms. That is a bit too blatant of a stir, because like you can give the right tasks to make the tension. Big Brother never. I mean, any task in Big Brother causes tension. Even look at the. I mean, we're going to talk about this, but the shopping list has proved worth its weight in gold already. Like Wayne was nominating because of how the shopping list was handled. Like, just those little things can cause the tension.
I don't care about the shopping list. But
you've got to admit this shopping list did cause a stir, and you never forget 500 bananas.
Oh God, well that's different.
Classic.
Anyway, okay, so let's get on to it because there's other things to talk about. What? No, I was just wondering how you were feeling about it. Well, just the fact that I've not written a blog all week, it kind of makes me think, like...
Why?
Yeah.
Are you not as engaged with the show?
And then when I wasn't writing my blog, I thought, I'm glad I'm not writing a blog tonight because I think I would struggle.
Because I did say to you earlier this week, fuck all to tweet about tonight, didn't I?
Yeah, so... I mean, it ain't trending at this bloody rate, is it?
Excuse me? I don't think so. But apparently... Gin and tonic. Apparently it's got a bit boring since India left.
Ah, well, Johnny's been very, very entertaining.
Exactly. Oh, thank God we saved Johnny. I forgot he was earlier. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Genuinely. Yeah, I think he's forgotten who he is as well.
I've also got a friend that knows him.
Oh, yeah?
Who said, give Johnny a chance. He's a very shy guy. He really doesn't come out of his shell until he gets to know someone. Guy. I went, well, he might be, but that's not good on Big Brother, so I don't care about that. And he hasn't got time to come out of his shell.
Get out of that shell or get out the house. Okay, so we're going from Saturday.
Day 11, I think. And was it where the men were holding the power?
Men were assigning women...
Yeah, roles. The same roles, which are being assigned again today. Do we care who did what?
No.
No.
I've got the bathroom smells of semen.
Yeah. Ashley and Jess, they were the cleaners. They did say that.
Ew. Why? Ew. Gross.
Well, because it's the only place where there isn't a camera. It's the only place you go to have a little wank.
Ew.
Just ask Ray Shah. He knows about that. Although he had to do it under a duvet.
And the irrepressible Dark Horse did it under a duvet.
In the toilet? Or...
Yeah, in the toilet.
Well, he learned from the best.
So, I've got Genuine was calling Anne Mom.
Yeah.
not Mom, that's like the Queen. Ma'am. Like,
ma'am, yeah. But she said, you don't call me ma'am, I call you sir.
Oh, yeah. Cause
she loves it.
Because she does love being subservient to men, doesn't she?
I don't know.
She does.
But, like, she... The cat is really staring at me. Does she love being subservient? Subservient, or... Is that the right word? I'm not sure if it's the right word.
What do you think she is then?
I don't know what I think she is, but I don't know if it's being subservient. I think she like... Yeah, no, you probably are right. You probably are right.
Well, kowtowing to them then. I guess it's the same thing. Yeah, kowtowing to them.
What the fuck is that?
It's like when you like bow and scrape to someone.
Kowtowing.
Yeah. Why don't you know
Cow
basic
isn't even a word.
Why don't you know basic words? K-O-W-T-O-W, kowtowing. It's a word.
Sounds like something from fucking manga.
What did you do your degree in?
Thai language.
Okay, fine. Case closed.
I've got a whole load of words you don't know.
You do, but let me explain basic English to you.
Right, if any listener has had a kowtowing, I'll be surprised.
Everyone has. That's a commonly
commonly used.
Yeah,
it's the first time I've ever encountered it right now.
Don't kowtow to that person. It's like that. Don't kowtow.
I'm going to do a survey tomorrow in my office of all 6 people that work there and see who's heard of kowtowing.
Well, in your office, they're all going to be dumb. Just joking. Jesus. Right. Stop kowtowing. Now, I can't remember any of this. It was too long ago.
Genuine was in the diary room apparently, and he said, we're bonding as far as friends and closer than anyone else as the opposite sex.
What?
Ashley Ewine.
And it says they're making everyone laugh. Are they?
No, they're not. It was the night after they had that like kissing game, wasn't it? Do you even kiss, mate?
No, I don't remember that.
Where Andrew and Shane J kissed in the living room. They were all drunk, then they ended up in a pile on top of each other.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that was a bit bawdy. That's not a word.
I was going to say, this is another one that I don't know.
I was going to say bawdy or rowdy, and I just said bawdy. Listen, I've only had one drink and now I'm on Pepsi again because I don't want to be drunk. I'm trying to be professional after our last mess of a podcast that went on at least an hour too longer than it should have done. So I'm being very professional today.
Shane and Malika were talking about Andrew.
Yeah.
And then Andrew's... Shane said, I think he likes girls. And I think as much as he likes Courtney, he's intellectually aware that she's not.
That he would go to town on her
if she didn't have a dick.
Go to... that's so gross, isn't it?
Shane said, I don't want the secretly unrequited love friend, like a puppy dog.
Right.
I did too much of that in my 20s.
Okay.
So he was getting worried about falling in love with a friend.
What, Shane Courtney was saying that?
Yeah.
I thought Shane was getting a bit sweet on Andrew, did you?
Possibly.
Yeah. But I don't... What does Shane see in Andrew? Because Andrew's he's such a knob and he says the most stupid things. And I think when Shane sits out there with the boys and they're all like, rah, I just think, why?
He quite likes it though. I like that.
But
I
why?
like that he's got that laddish... the ability to be with the lads while sat there fully dragged up as Courtney. I think that's really cool. I think what might appeal
doesn't
to
answer
him,
my question though.
And I'm fucking getting to it. Jesus. Said what might appeal to Shane J.
Read.
Might be the fact that Andrew is very open-minded. He's obviously been willing to wear drag. He's quite accepting of the sort of story that Shane J is bringing into this house, this education on like gender fluidity and stuff like that. And Andrew's been very open to it, which you may not have expected from your standard lad housemate. So maybe he connects to him on that level.
Yeah, but although Andrew is a bit open and a bit obviously bi-curious or whatever, he's also quite chavvy and he's like a mixture.
I don't know if he's chavvy.
I find him a bit chavvy.
He's very well dressed. I don't think he's chavvy.
I find him chavvy.
Leave that cat alone.
No, he wants to play. Oh no. There's a noise now. There's a noise associated with that play.
Yeah, I actually wrote here. It feels like Shane does like Andrew in some kind of way. So it obviously was coming across then that he was getting
I put Shane looks a bit smitten with Andrew.
But do you think it becomes like kind of self-perpetuating because amongst the other housemates they're being told like, oh, you know, you've got to be careful. Was this before or after Shane J was kind of being warned against not leading Andrew astray? Like,
oh right, leading him astray.
Or like he's just like, this guy doesn't really know what he's doing, so you need to be careful, kind of thing. Does it then lead you to then believe there's something more there than there might be?
I don't know. I feel like it's just a bit of
Flanter.
Yeah, a bit of fun, but I would like to see them get it on. Definitely prefer to see them get it on than Ashley and Genuine, who are obviously not going to get it on in a million years.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking of Genuine, who's cut his hair? Helen Wood. What's going on with his hair?
I think he's just losing a lot of it.
Why does he put that grease in it? That don't help.
No, I don't know.
Not good.
Ashley discovered Genuine's ex's name tattooed on his back.
Yeah.
And then didn't she say like,
she thinks
he wanted to get rid of it, but she thinks it's part of his history, right?
Yeah, and she was saying that on the live feed as well.
Right.
She's a fucking idiot. She's an absolute fucking fuckwit.
So
I can't I told you back in the day I could not stand that woman and I didn't know why, and now I know why.
I didn't know that she was a Made in Chelsea person until this week.
I didn't either.
I got told that by my friend.
It's like that one is Ex on the Beach. She's
Jess.
They don't tell us that this year. They're keeping it
but
secret.
We left going, no Towie people.
Yeah, but they are. They've put them in by stealth.
Covert.
Yeah, I don't like that. Although I do like it, actually, not knowing that. But now I know I don't like it. But yeah, I don't mind. Oh, it's all part of your history. Oh.
I also heard someone saying that's not a real accent.
Yes. Her dad.
Yeah, apparently her dad said
her
it. Where
own
did you
dad did a magazine deal about her,
really?
saying it ain't.
Have you bought that magazine?
No, just saying it's not her real voice, and she's from the West Country or something.
What's wrong with their dad? What a sellout!
I know. I thought that was quite funny.
Maybe that's not true. Maybe the dad is storylining.
Yeah, it could be. You never know. Could be a troublemaker like Courtney Love's dad.
Troublemaker. Amanda gave Wayne that sponge bath.
That had Galloway vibes, didn't it? Don't you think?
Not quite as cringy as that.
I know, but it was a bit, wasn't it?
I guess I can see where you're coming from. I wrote, she looks incredible. Is that her real hair?
I think it is her real hair. I don't know though. What?
What you got? Come on.
I've got about the Catholic Church
Me
and
too.
condoms. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Catholic Church not recommending contraception in Africa to prevent HIV? I think Shane J posed that question to Anne.
Wow. Oh
Sounds
yeah.
like something that Rachel might
Yeah,
ask
it does. It's got Rachel's paw prints all over it.
Did you hear what India had to say about Rachel?
No.
That Rachel was the source of her demise in the Big Brother
Oh
house.
yeah, did she say it on the right
and
stuff?
that basically, on the right stuff, and again on Lorraine, which I watched her on the other day.
Yeah.
And she said that from the very start, Rachel had been misgendering her and
that was
planting the seed.
That was very interesting.
Shall I let the cat out?
Is it by the door?
He is by the door. It's...
Oh my god, I've just misgendered the cat. I know, but I told you. Why do you still like Rachel? No one likes her.
I just like the way she talks. I think she's...
In what way?
In what way?
Whoa. Sorry, I shouldn't ask you that as you're getting up. Look, Kwame, me and you know. We know Rachel's a shit stirrer.
No, but I like a shit stirrer.
I know, but she does it so sly. doesn't she?
I find her entertaining, like the way she talks one-on-one in the diary room. I like that. I quite enjoy her talking with Anne in the smoking area. I think she's intelligent. I just find her entertaining. I find like her. I find like her kind of like knowingness entertaining. Like she is a bit superior.
She's a bit impervious.
Stop it.
Learning new words with Lindsay. So then Anne said she does think that there should be condoms in prison, which I was surprised about.
Before that, I thought it was a bit of a not quite a Biggins moment, but she said it takes 3 people to get HIV. You need a contaminated bloodstream.
Yeah. What?
I don't know. It just felt a little bit like that sort of train of thought of AIDS is a bisexual disease, contaminated blood. Yeah, I don't know. It just seemed a little bit snooty.
Well,
what doesn't come from
Anne? Yeah.
But was she saying that she thinks that they shouldn't be giving out condoms in Africa?
No, not in Africa, but it's alright in prison.
Right, I thought so. Because in prison, someone might put a dick up your bum.
You might get raped in prison.
Is she talking about men raping men?
Yeah.
Or
well,
why
yeah,
does
you
she
ain't
care
in
about the
prison
men?
with the opposite sex, are you?
You're not, right? Ever?
No,
Is
no.
it never a thing?
No, of course not.
You should try that. Mixed sex prisons. That's on my agenda.
Takes away part of the punishment, doesn't it?
Well, no, because the men are just going to have sex with the men anyway.
Yeah,
and also some men like having sex with men.
No, disgusting. Institutional homosexuality. No, situational homosexuality.
Right.
It's when you've got no choice, so you just sleep with who you can get.
But the
like
fact
if you're
remains,
if you're at sea or you're in prison or whatever.
Yeah, but the fact remains that the male has the ability to experience orgasm from inserting something into the butt. So it is
the
good.
Women not.
No, because they haven't got the right things up there.
Some pornos I've seen say different.
Looks like they're quite enjoying it.
I don't know about that. Anyway, next.
Jesus, I haven't had that much drink. We're already like skirting around the edges of our private lives.
That ain't my private life. Just something I've seen on TV.
Yeah, so Anne was a prison's minister, apparently.
Yeah, that's when she said women should be handcuffed to the bed when they give birth if they're prisoners.
I've seen some pornos like that as well.
Okie doke.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Stupid. You're not going to run away, are you? Baby hanging out the back of you.
This is hanging out the back. Gaz needs some basic biology lessons, listeners.
Did you know that when women give birth?
No.
We talked about
No, we had this whole conversation last week.
Not on the podcast.
Yeah, we
private.
did. No, we had it on the podcast.
That you can rip all the way from your vagina to your butthole.
We talked about that.
That wasn't on the podcast. That was
it was the week before then, because we definitely talked about that on the podcast. Because I listened back to it and I thought,
filthy business.
No, because I listened back to it and I thought, I sounded really like judgmental and snooty when I said that. Like, oh, that's never going to happen to me. And I thought that was a bit like anti-women of me to say that. So no,
you can feel safer in the knowledge that your arsehole will never rip all the way to your vagina.
I know, but that doesn't happen to everyone, and I'm sure a lot of people go back to their vagina being lovely. Yeah, because that was it. I was going on about how I had a tight vagina. Jesus Christ. The fuck.
Listen back to that bit.
God. Don't anyone ever listen back to that bit. So then, Genuine next said...
Yeah.
He went to the mall. You know the mall, right? I like the way he said that, like, as if we don't have the mall.
No, we call it the shopping centre. Down the metro centre.
And then he said him and his friends were wearing hats.
Oh, he was asked if he'd experienced racism.
Yeah.
Go on.
So him and his friends were wearing hats in the mall, and they were told they had to take their hats off. Yet these white people, like old people, I'm guessing, had hats on, and they didn't have to take their hats off.
Presumably it was
they're white.
Top hats and wearing... What's it called?
Genuine's wearing
canes and
Genuine's wearing a baseball cap.
Exactly, that ain't okay.
But it's a good point, isn't it? It's like it was like. Do you remember when there was the whole thing about like, oh, you can't have your hood up in a shop, and it is like just certain types of people that get said that to because you know, an old person with a hat on wouldn't be asked to take their hat off.
No, but the old
Like
person's
an old
probably more
fedora.
likely to be like stashing stuff up that they've
Yeah,
stolen.
that's true, actually. Yeah. Or like hiding stuff in like a baby's buggy. It's always the people you don't think. So
my local post office used to have a rule where like 2 teenagers couldn't go in at the same time.
Loads of shops have that. It's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Teenagerist. So yeah, that's racial profiling basically.
I thought it was quite a mild example that he
Yeah,
gave. I thought it was going to be something a lot worse.
It is. No, didn't he say he gets pulled over in his car a lot as well?
Yeah, he did say that as well.
Yeah,
he said
that does happen to black people a lot.
What did he say?
Oh, he said
it's something about using cell phone.
Yeah, he said police are second guessing themselves now because of so many people using their mobile phones to film stuff.
Because police brutality keeps getting put out on social media.
Yeah,
the police are now being a little bit careful.
Yeah,
that's not a reason.
Police can still be filming that shit and killing people, and the video gets put up, and the police still get off. Do you know what I mean? Like, true. You see that one where they killed that guy. I can't remember if they shot him or they must have shot him, and the girlfriend is like screaming, and that police officer got off. So whether it's on film or not, if you're police, you get away with it. That's England, America, any country.
Well, yeah, police get away with anything though, not even just the race-related stuff, because they're the police. Who's going to take them on? They're all their colleagues are backing them up.
The police. Just ask Maggie. Who?
So now there was this art
this episode. I just remembered what
painful,
episode.
Wasn't it?
This is so boring.
Yeah,
that was so shit.
Some people really liked that task.
Hey!
I've seen some people on Twitter thinking it was really funny.
Hey!
I don't know who. I didn't name names. I didn't take names. But
well, take down those names next time.
I thought it was really boring. So they had to mime a painting in the task room, and apparently it was to test communication skills. Mm-hmm. As soon as I started to explain task rules, you start to move.
I had to plug my iPad in because otherwise I'm going to lose my notes.
So the housemates can see. No, the housemate that can see.
I can't see, Emma.
that can see the painting, which is a really weird painting, to the art department.
Those are the worst paintings. Oh yeah, the paintings are actually quite funny. They're like a surreal. That sort of had a BBUS sort of feel to it, actually.
Oh, like the comic books.
Yeah, like a bit. Like, I don't know, like Salvador Dali-esque for the painting.
So the person that could see it had to mime what was in the painting.
Why are you even explaining this?
That had to solve it, like, couldn't hear, right? The person that could see them couldn't hear.
Yeah.
And then had to vocalise it to a blindfolded person who had to recreate it. Mm-hmm. And we didn't know what it was for. There was no talk about shopping budget or tokens. Everyone used to have tokens.
Oh yeah.
In Rex's year, what was that for? For like hot water or using the hairdryer?
Like milk checks. Remember milk checks?
No, it sounds like something for really old people.
I swear we talked about this before. The little tokens you used to give to the milkman when he delivered the milk.
Oh.
Little green tokens.
Did you just put a sign out to say your husband was in, not in?
That does make me sound well old, man.
It does.
Milk checks.
Back in the 1950s when Lindsay was a lass.
Green Shield stamps, do you remember those?
That sounds familiar. Isn't that from the wartime?
No, it was like a oh, never mind.
Have we had World War III yet?
Have we had World War III yet? The only interesting thing about this task was something funny was said.
What?
And it was by Johnny. I know, I can't believe it. He was trying to describe a mermaid and he called it a fish with tits, which made me laugh.
Yeah, it did.
That was kind of funny. There you go.
Accurate
Johnny
description.
Yeah, it's quite good. Johnny actually said something funny, so there you go. Newsflash.
Look what I wrote about this.
Fuck that task. Terrible task.
Terrible.
The fact you even just explained it makes me lose respect for you.
Look, I need to give these listeners a full picture because they don't all watch it.
Yeah.
So what happened in the next bit? They were having to award some people as a winner, but I didn't understand how it was happening.
Hold on. Oh, the next bit I've got is Anne straightening her hair.
It was to do with power, though. This is why this task is relevant, I think.
That gif.
Is it?
That gif of Anne straightening her hair. I felt that task. that had 1.4 million views. The last one I saw of that,
No.
not the GIF, like a video.
Retweets.
No, on
video.
Twitter I saw a video of her. You know, where she's not straightening her hair properly.
Yeah.
Where she's missing her hair. Basically.
But is it Big Brother's one or is it someone else's?
Someone's
Someone's
TV.
videoed it off a TV.
1.4 million views it had. The one I saw.
There's been a lot of like.
It might have been Big Brother. I'm not sure.
No, it's the one where someone's videoed it for TV.
Yeah,
but it doesn't. It cuts it off too early because my favourite bit of that is when like she's done a kink and she just pushes it and like it's done now. And she's quite happy with that. But bless her hand-eye coordination must be fucked.
But why? But does she not know you have to put the hair in between?
Of course she does, but she couldn't.
Oh, she couldn't do it.
She couldn't match it up with the mirror. She couldn't
Why
see
don't she
how
look
to do
at
it.
her hair like that? Just look at it. I suppose it is shorter now, maybe.
Oh,
I thought
she's not used to the new length that Malika gave us, so she can't get it with the
I
straightener.
thought that it was just she didn't know how to use them. She thought you just use the outside edge, but then she seemed to master it. That's what I thought.
No.
Obviously.
I just think that hand coordination is very bad because if you looked at when she was doing that rubbish task, the recycling task, where it seemed like you're only allowed to use one hand, she was like hovering over it, like a sort of like, you know, like a big giant Emma Willis between the buildings, going like rah with her hand, and her hands are coming down like a claw machine. I don't think she really got any dexterity left.
But hold on, she's great with a lightsaber.
I can't even string any Yoda sentences together now. I just go,
straight up my hair, I will.
Baby Spy complimented our Yoda impressions you did.
God knows why. The crap.
It's gone Irish or something. What the fuck? The crap.
Awful.
Yoda's been living in Scotland for a while. Picked up the accent.
Someone tweeted something about Anne being like Yoda though this week, and they didn't credit us. And I thought
rude.
And I thought, is that one of our listeners? It must be, right? No one could have independently thought of that, could they?
So.
I don't know, maybe.
Very Yoda-ish. But
maybe.
then I did also tweet out.
Yeah.
And they might have.
I retweeted them anyway.
I said like Anne's becoming more like Yoda by the day, so maybe it's
sinking into the
disseminating. No.
Simmering.
I can't think of the word I want to say. Dissipating amongst the BB.
Dissipating's not the right word though.
Twitter people. Dissipating
means it's like fading away.
Oh, I don't know then. Words are failing me today. Kowtow.
Yeah, kowtow. Kowtow. Go on, what have you got next? Because my notes are just clear.
I said that Anne was quite cute when she couldn't get her hair straightened properly.
Alright, let's not go overboard.
Andrew was getting excited over Courtney's Sarah Harding look.
Oh, Courtney was doing a Sharon Stone. She was like flashing her non-vagina at Andrew when they were sitting waiting for the eviction. It was India's eviction, right?
Sharon Stone?
Yeah.
Are you talking about...
Gaz, do you know anything?
Are you sure it's not Bridget Nielsen in that video where she like switches her legs across? Is that Sharon Stone, not Bridget Nielsen?
Listeners, I apologise for Gaz correcting me on every fucking thing that I get right.
Is it Fatal Attraction?
Yeah,
and
Sharon
she's sat in a chair, she's like crossing her legs.
No, it's Basic Instinct, not Fatal Attraction. And Fatal Attraction is where the bunny gets boiled.
Is Bridget Nielsen in Basic Instinct?
No, it's Sharon fucking Stone.
So what was Bridget Nielsen in?
Fuck knows.
Celebrity Big Brother 6.
The listeners are literally shouting at their phones right now.
I know the scene that you mean, but I thought it was Bridget Nielsen in a music video.
Bitch, it's Sharon Stone. Stop correcting me on things I'm right about. Anyway, Courtney was doing that, flashing, but she got no bits to flash. Just got a bit of tape.
When was she doing that? Oh, it was the eviction about to happen. Oh, we're recapping the eviction now. Why have I written...
Come on, say something. I'm going to correct you on it.
What about a three-way marriage between Andrew, Courtney and Malika? Oh, yeah, they talked about that, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah.
I ain't got that.
They were going to get married together. This was a discussion they were having in the bathroom.
What are you thinking of Malika at the moment?
I think...
Running her mouth.
I actually like that. And her diary room, which was in tonight's show, was way longer on Twitter. And I've already retweeted that. And I think she's got like a very strong read on the house. Like she's got it, but she's not getting the airtime.
I find her quite annoying now.
I tweeted about her this week and I said that she's becoming an extra at this point. And I said sad, like Donald Trump. And then a few people came at me going like, oh, Malika's keeping it real. Like if I was criticising Malika, I was actually criticising the show.
Ah, okay, you wanted to see more of Malika.
Yeah.
Well, now you are.
A little bit.
Anyway, we'll talk about that in a minute. Sorry, I'm rushing on.
Dapper was leading a rousing speech in honour of Johnny in India.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Before the eviction happened. You know, one of those like, oh, we're all winners here.
Oh, yeah. Andrew said about Johnny, it's going to be Love Rat turns to Loved.
That was after he was saved.
Was that your tattoo of the week? Guess it's tattoo of the week.
Can be. Because I ain't got another one, I don't think.
The tattoo could be like a tattoo of a rat and then heart and then the rat inside the heart.
I could get creative with the imagery, yeah. Did you notice? I don't think there was any India. You have been evicted. Please leave the Big Brother house.
They've kept that eviction bit really short on the recap. Or do you mean there wasn't that at all?
We need to listen because we were really drunk last week.
No.
Tomorrow night I want to listen out to see if there is a please leave the Big Brother house.
I don't remember it.
That's
I don't
staples.
We didn't even remember watching the best bits.
There was no best bits.
They were in the wrong place.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not best bits.
No. So Johnny started crying about being saved.
Oh, he said he spurted a tear.
He did say that.
Spurted.
When was the last time you spurted a tear?
Hey, me?
Yeah.
I haven't had a little cry for a while. Cry at things in the paper sometimes. Why? When was the last thing you did?
Well,
What?
I can tell you.
Is it a private matter?
Private matter is probably Christmas Day.
Oh, no. Oh, that's sad.
So in the smoking area, Andrew was making jokes about fishing Courtney.
Fisting her.
Okay, fisting. Autocorrect. Thanks for that. Did you mean fisting?
That's hilarious. And then Courtney said about Ashley and Genuine, do they even talk?
Courtney said that
yeah,
about them.
Yeah, which I thought was quite funny.
Do they? Do they?
No.
No, right?
God, the fact that we even have to talk about them annoys me.
Rachel said she doesn't think Ashley wine is happening.
Ashley wine? There must be a catchier version of that.
Yeah, genuinely. We already. Someone else.
Neither of those are.
Dapper said it.
Neither of those are that catchy though.
I prefer Ashley wine.
Ginley. There you go.
Andrew and Johnny were in the smoking area and they started to talk about the age divide. They said that Malika, Ashley and Jess are going to bed only because of the old housemates. And they seem to talk about this every single night in the smoking area.
That feels like last night.
And they said, I think Andrew might have said, or was it even Johnny? At least we've got Courtney for some eye candy. Might have been Andrew. Probably Andrew. Jess apparently had to take tablets to grow. Not very interesting. Slow news day.
Her brain didn't grow.
Probably stunted the brain. Andrew interrupted the story.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jess got a bit mardy, right?
Yeah.
And he was walking into the toilet and he went, I don't think Jess likes me. She's got a chip on her shoulder. I thought that was interesting that Andrew vocalised that by himself going into the bathroom.
And he said she's catty. I don't think she's catty. She's not got the brains to be catty.
Is she more intelligent than she wants us to believe, though?
Yeah, she's a regular mastermind. Do you really think so?
I was quite surprised that she came out with infantile in association with Anne. Yeah.
And they said she got a fake personality, didn't they?
Even
said
the voice isn't the same.
On the outside.
Oh, was that Ashley?
On the outside, no, it was Jess. They said on the outside she's a bit of a wild side. She does talk like a baby, like Louisa Sisman used to, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Annoying. Like Sharon Osbourne.
Courtney was defending her, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
He said, this is our first dissolution in the house. Oh, because Andrew went to...
It's like a divorce.
Andrew went to Courtney about it.
Yeah.
Where we fall out. Oh, yeah. So basically, Courtney at the time was like, don't be like that about Jess. Like, she's fine. And Andrew was kind of like, I'm not really sure what's going on here. So he said, this is our first dissolution in the house, where we fall out and realise we can't live without each other. He was like perpetuating their own love story.
Okay. And Courtney touched Andrew's arse.
Yeah, they had that hug with a bum touch.
Oh, was that in the kitchen?
Could be. Smoking area again. Andrew and Courtney were declaring themselves a dynamic duo on the outside of the group. Actually, this was where they were the focus of this episode, big time. Oh, what does it mean to be a celebrity? Got anything about this? Andrew was saying that, in my opinion, to be a celebrity, you need to have a talent, and he doesn't have one. John Barnes has a talent. Is this where he started to talk about how many Instagram followers he's got?
I'm not sure. No, that was on the live feed, I think.
Oh, really?
We love the housemates talking about Instagram followers.
Who is it
don't
again?
we?
Is it Ellie?
Ellie, yeah. They do it on BBUS all the time as well.
Do they?
Yeah. On the live feed they do, yeah. Annoying.
I had a discussion with BB Team North about BBUSA the other day. Because obviously Celebrity Big Brother's about to start.
We could tell you the date if we were a professional sort of program.
7th of February.
Woo!
And and he was saying he's really enjoying this Celebrity Big Brother, and he hopes that BBUSA can live up to it. And I said, spoiler alert, it can't.
Yeah, it can.
But you know how I feel about this format of Big Brother. I prefer our format. And I said to him, like, he's like, oh, I really like the competitive element of BBUSA.
I do too.
And he's like, oh, I'm an intrinsically competitive person, so I really enjoy it. And I was like, I just prefer the reality side. But I realised that actually, if I watch the live feed all the time, I'd probably get more of what I want out of BBUSA.
Yeah, that's true.
So I should probably watch more live feed this series.
Yeah, and if it's celebrity, then it's more of a manageable amount of live feed as well.
Because it ain't
because
on
it's
for
only
so many
on for
weeks.
2 weeks or whatever. And why don't they sort their hashtag out? Why is it Celebrity Big Brother?
Not only that, but did you see what I tweeted yesterday? So Julie Chen went in there for like a little bit of a sneak preview tour.
Did you watch
on
it?
Periscope? Yeah.
What's the house look like? I don't want to know, but
Have you not seen it?
No, I didn't look. It flashed up, and I
The house actually looks pretty good.
I looked away.
They've it's kind of plush, like it's gone quite like gold.
Yeah. What's she saying
dark
about it?
wood.
What's she saying about it?
The whole purpose of this Periscope was not to show you the house.
Yeah.
It was to tell you, this is the key piece of information.
Yeah.
Oh, if you set your what's it called again? TiVo box or whatever.
Yeah.
She didn't say TiVo, she called it a DVR, I think.
What's
a DVR mean?
DVR, yeah.
What does that stand for?
It's a
digital video recorder.
Yeah, recording thing.
If you set your DVR to record Big Brother, you won't record the show.
Oh.
You have to reset it to
Celebrity Big Brother.
No, not even Celebrity Big Brother. Big Brother Celebrity Edition.
What?
So your logo says Celebrity Big Brother. Your hashtag says hashtag BB Celebrity. Oh no, it doesn't. It says hashtag Celebrity Big Brother now.
What?
And your DVR planner says Big Brother Celebrity Edition. Why can't you fucking get one brand and stick with it?
Why don't they just have the hashtag as CBBUS?
Well,
yes.
I was speaking to Big Bro Mo.
Oh yeah, I like them.
On Twitter,
they got a podcast
and
too. Yeah,
he said,
or
she,
they're both he's. Yeah,
he said, whoever's in control of that
you should
Twitter,
listen to their podcast.
Said that he's only going to use hashtag CBBUS.
Oh yeah,
and he's only using in association with our CB hashtag CBBUK.
Oh,
what's the fucking point in that? Because no one's using CBBUK because that ain't the hashtag. We've got a clear official hashtag, which has got 3 letters. Just use it.
But I can't type in Celebrity Big Brother all the time when I'm talking about BBUS. Mind you, we won't be tweeting live, will we, about it?
No, but you do like to tweet sometimes about the show.
Yeah.
Right? But also, Twitter predicts your hashtags anyway, so...
Doesn't seem to like Celebrity Big Brother hashtag.
Don't it?
No.
Oh.
And did you notice? I think it was Joseph. He said maybe there's no I logo after CBB this year.
Yeah, Joseph did say that.
Yes, but he's right. There was. Why do you think?
Mind you, I've not seen.
Do you think they have to pay extra for that, or
probably
because The Walking Dead has it?
I was going to say I've not seen one in a while. I thought maybe Twitter hasn't done away with them.
Oh, maybe possible. But I thought that was quite a good spot actually because I didn't realise that.
Yeah, because last series when we were there, there was a bit of a panic about it not coming up yet. Do you remember when we were there for the launch? Twitter hasn't sorted it out yet. Mm-hmm. They had to talk to the Twitter people about it.
Talk to Ted.
Maybe this eye logo is just no good for it because it's a photo.
Oh yeah.
But Rylan has a really pared down version on his table in the bots studio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's the prototype for the Twitter icon, and they got rid of it.
So hold on, was the only thing Julie Chen said was set your DVR box?
It was so stupid. She basically went, "Ooh, going into the Big Brother house. Look at the doorway. Look at this wall. It's got lights on it. By the way, if you set your planet for Big Brother, you ain't going to record it. It needs to be Big Brother Celebrity Edition."
That is tragic.
Exactly, it was really
That's
tragic.
Hilarious. No, I've not been reading
damage control for shit branding. That was.
I've not been reading any of that stuff because I'd rather just work it out myself nearer the time. You know me, I like a surprise.
Well, at least now you can set your DVR. Now I've told you that.
I'll set my Pirate Bay for... Right, anyway, back to the case at point.
The group were all talking about Andrew and Courtney's connection. And Dapper said they shouldn't tell Andrew because he doesn't know it yet.
Shouldn't tell him what, that he's gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put, sensitive. Thanks, Dapper.
And then Courtney said...
what he watched, yeah?
That he... What?
That he watched One Night in Paris.
No, he said he got off with Paris Hilton.
But the story started with he watched One Night in Paris.
With Paris that was
Hilton.
it, with Paris Hilton. Who would watch their own porno? That's insane.
I would.
No, but you might watch it back in a sexual situation, but you wouldn't watch it with a friend
Casually.
for a laugh.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I wouldn't even watch mine back in a sexual situation. Stop talking.
I don't know, but...
What about you? Do you watch yours back?
Yeah.
Have you got a porno?
Yeah.
Is it online?
Not yet.
Is it going to be?
Who knows?
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Who's that with?
Too much information.
Have you? You need to be careful with that shit.
It's not online.
Oh, yeah, but...
I mean, I have filmed stuff.
Yeah, but if you got hold of it, is your
Yeah.
face in it?
No.
Oh, if your face isn't in it, it's fine. No, I destroyed mine.
Took your mic off.
Mine was on a VHS, so that's how old mine was.
Oh, you got to be careful.
Style.
It might be around the back of the kennels, the doghouse.
I destroyed mine. It's gone.
Mandy.
Also, mine was in the night light. We've talked about this before. The night light, like
night vision.
Mine
vision.
was in night vision, yeah. Like a wildlife
Big Brother
documentary. Yeah, you look better though, but not that good.
Like
not
Spring Watch.
Not as good as it feels while you're doing it. It's horrible watching it back.
It's like Ghostbusters.
Puts you off sex for life.
It's probably like that haunted house task off BB19.
Yeah, you're like, woo! What's that?
That little thing crawling on the floor.
That was me. All the cobwebs.
Oh my God.
Anyway, that doesn't exist, so don't bother looking for that online. And then so Shane said that was in the olden days. That was in black and white. Anyway, Shane said he got off with Paris Hilton as well. Oof.
Oh yeah, but Andrew quite liked that, didn't he?
She's like the least sexual person on the planet. Oof, it's just like a thing.
That's hard.
Oh God, so dull.
Where's she gone though? Maybe she's going to do Celebrity Big Brother.
I was reading about her in Heat magazine this week.
Really?
She's just got engaged to somebody.
Oh,
yeah!
Congratulations, Paris.
Yeah.
I know you listen.
And she's going to have a new reality show coming out, apparently.
Of course.
So there you go.
Well, what else can she do?
Wow. Do you think Courtney is a name dropper? Because someone I know said she is.
No.
I think Jack said it. I'm not sure.
Well, I think that conversation pleases Andrew, and that's all that Courtney cares about in that situation. I don't think he necessarily wants to make it public.
Yeah.
He's just having a chat with his mate. I think by this point, they're pretty much just living inside the house. Not
Loving
performing.
life.
Yeah. What's this talk about funny business from Malika?
Oh, was it when Andrew and Courtney pretended to kiss under the covers, under that furry blanket in the garden?
And they were like, yeah, they had a fake kiss, and then they Courtney retreated to the bathroom or something with Malika, and or in the living room she went, oh, there's going to be funny business. Only one sees it is you. And Courtney went, it's called the long game.
Oh.
So he kind of made out that he was trying to lead Andrew there, but I think that's just for fun.
Yeah, it's just banter.
Andrew's had the least conversation. We're nearly done this episode. Andrew said he's had the least conversation with
I need some alcohol. I've reconsidered my Pepsi choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
I'm going to have a double.
Malika says, there's this look that we all have in our eyes when we look at someone. I think this was in the diary room. And I don't see it a lot, but I see it a little bit in Andrew. When Andrew is looking at Courtney.
And you know where I don't see it? Between Ashley and Genuine.
Andrew said, Shane knows what's going on. I'm comfortable in myself that I can have a friendship with a gay drag queen.
Oh, well done, Andrew.
That's literally what he said. I know that sentence doesn't quite make sense.
You'll be getting the Nobel Peace Prize next. Okay, that was it for Saturday. Jesus, considering that was a very boring episode, we sure made a meal of that. Right, let's get a drink. Which brings us to Sunday.
Day 12.
And the men still have the power.
Oh, so Rachel was in the kitchen making breakfast for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I haven't got this bit.
Dapper thinks that Andrew will get a snog.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe a hand job max. Is that from Courtney?
Yeah. But it won't go any further.
Was that in the diary room?
Hand job.
Who was you saying that during the morning?
I don't know. I've got it written down as well. Out of context.
So in the bedroom, Andrew and Shane were discussing their relationship, apparently.
Shane was impressed with Andrew's very tidy cupboard.
Oh, yeah. Shane said, it's not like there's actually anything going on. But like I said to them, why can't a gay boy and a straight boy be friends? Look how comfortable. It's not comfortable. What was it? Look how what your cupboard is?
Tidy.
Why have I written, look how comfortable your cupboard is? What the fuck was I thinking? Look how something organised your cupboard is.
Yeah,
okay, all bets are off. I just fell in love.
Do you think that is a gay trait, having a tidy cupboard?
I'm not looking at mine.
A lot of gay guys are tidy though, aren't they? Or is that just a cliche? Is that stereotype writer?
It probably is a stereotype, because I think like anyone could be messy, right? I feel like I say I'm tidy, but I'm actually not that tidy.
And if I think back to different boyfriends I've had, some are tidy and some aren't, and they're all straight. Oh, except for a couple.
And I always think girls are messier than boys.
Do you? Yeah, you come around my house judging tonight. It's like fucking Kim Woodburn coming. I said I tidied up, and Gaz was like...
No, you said you hoovered.
Yeah, I said hoovered. Gaz was like, you ain't
it.
done a very good job. What else did you criticise? Something else.
I don't know, but I did bleed your radiators.
He did.
So,
my bathroom,
man about the house.
My bathroom radiator is all toasty now. I'm happy. All right, I'll take it back. I'm happy about that. But you did...
Look, the other week I removed a dead mouse from behind the sofa, came round here, bled the radiators...
Oh, you criticised something. I don't know.
Oh, your kettle looked like the Blue Planet too.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
It's a Great Barrier Reef in the kettle.
Well, my microwave looks like a bag of shit too, because you blew it up. Still ain't got me a new one.
Blowing up the house.
We do need an Amazon wish list. I'm going to put microwave top of the list.
Yeah. Oh, not right at the top. I want an iPad before that.
What else did I say I wanted earlier?
One of those dolls that's in your profile picture.
I want a Blythe doll as well. They're about 50 quid. Thanks a lot.
That's the wish list.
Ow.
If you do Shane...
Excuse me?
If you fancy me... That doesn't change how I... If you do Shane... Oh, Andrew, okay. If you do Shane, if you fancy me, that doesn't change how I feel about our friendship.
Okay.
Andrew said.
Okay.
And Courtney said, and if you fancy Courtney, that doesn't change how I feel.
That was a good comeback, yeah.
Andrew then said this thing, which has been a bit of a line that he's using quite a lot, where he said, no matter your race, your gender, sexuality, or your age, it doesn't matter, you're a person.
One of those, I see the person, I fall in love with the person people.
He's not, though.
No.
Or is he?
I don't know. I'm not one of those...
I would like him to fall in love with the person. That would be nice.
I'm not one of those I fall in love with the person people, so when people say it, I just think, bollocks. But it probably is true for some people.
Yeah, I used to think that I was that kind of person.
Really?
Yeah. Because I fell in love with a girl once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Go on.
When I was a kid and I was like in my gap year and I was like interning in like an office in the local council.
Yeah.
Fell in love with this Polish girl.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if I fancy her because she's a girl or it's because she's foreign, because like I tend to like foreign people.
Yeah.
It's like she was kind of like interested in like mystical, but like, and then I had another thing with a girl.
Yeah. What
which, this is on my year abroad, and she was German.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, do I just like foreign people in general? And
but
if
what
it's a girl,
was it just fancying them? You didn't do nothing.
Well, I did kiss, like properly spent a night connected by the lips with this German girl. But then when it came to let's go to bed now, I was like, no. I don't think I want to cross that line.
Here.
But there was also a guy involved in the mix as well, who came onto the balcony of the house that I was kissing the girl on, and like kind of like it was like a scene out of a movie, like Courtney kissing the girl.
Ooh.
But then I ended up sleeping in the bed with the guy for the night, not the girl.
That's interesting.
It was interesting times.
Had the night with all three of them and seen what happened.
Well, hindsight is a beautiful thing.
No, I know what you mean though. Like I could kiss a girl, but I couldn't do nothing else with the girl.
Yeah, I kissed a girl and I liked it, but I don't want to go any further than that. Thanks very much.
I've snogged a girl as well. Everyone snogs.
Who hasn't snogged a girl? Yeah. If you haven't snogged a girl, go out and snog one now. Snog the nearest girl. I don't care if you're sitting on the tube, if you're walking down the supermarket, snog her. Go on, look at her. Go on.
Don't do that. That's sexual assault.
Run away afterwards.
And Anne Widdecombe does not approve.
Ooh, infantile. Thanks, Jess, for giving us that. Courtney said, let them eat cake. The chalkboard returned. Oh, come on.
Why do I care?
It's good. It's like old school Big Brother.
Yeah.
Just the board, just the chalk, limited time, get it down. If you've gone over your budget, you lose what's on the bottom of the board.
I do like the arguments about the shopping. And about the shopping. And it does make me think of science. And when he used to have ruckuses about the chalkboard, and that makes me laugh. Do you get me? Are you mad? So that does make me happy. And yeah, Harry, the bananas. Yeah, okay, all right. I'll give the chalkboard another go.
Yeah.
But the way everyone's talking about it, it's like the fucking second coming of Jesus. It ain't. It's just a chalkboard. It's better than the iPad, though. I don't trust that iPad.
That was only because they had like sponsorship deal, didn't they? They had, like Windows tablets or something.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah, they weren't iPads.
Oh, dear me. I used to have a tablet that went an iPad. Terrible.
Dark times.
Do people just have iPads for looking at porn? They do, don't they?
Only for looking at porn?
That's what I thought.
What, because the bigger screen, you can hold it in one hand and use
easy.
The other hand?
Yeah. I was thinking about that the other day. I thought iPads are just for looking at porn.
Well, I don't have an iPad, but sometimes I'll be like...
How do you look at porn?
No, yeah, that's what I'm going to say to you now. Sometimes I'll be looking at porn on my phone. It's like, well, that's not big enough. So then I've got to open the Mac.
Yeah.
And I much prefer it on the Mac.
Get out the projector.
Yeah. Pull down that screen.
It's true. On the phone is too
small. You can't see the details.
No. What's wrong with us? Why have we become so smutty?
I don't know. It's definitely taken a turn, hasn't it, in the last few weeks?
But it's true, because you don't want to... Like, I'm a girl, but as a boy, I'd imagine you don't want to jizz on your keyboard.
Oh, that's why the iPad is better. You can just wipe it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I might be wrong. Let us know this.
I mean, you don't really want to jizz on any of your devices, do you?
No, but keyboard,
Sticky keys.
Keyboard especially not.
No.
Not on my computer.
Gets down the cracks.
Oof, no. Anyway.
So Shane J was like started to like lead the list, but actually Wayne was there first, right? And he kind of got pushed out. And Wayne started to get all pissy and like was like stomping around the room. And
he wanted to
trying
be
to hover
control.
around, being like, "Ooh, how about this?"
This is when I first noticed Ashley's toner had gone a bit awry. It was looking very purple that day.
I liked it though.
Yeah,
but it does look like it's only in one patch. Like
she's just left it on for too long.
Is it what Rowan's bought me? That sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Actually, you should look how long you meant to leave that on, because you got to. It's a fine line between it looking wicked and it looking too purple.
But I don't think it's going to work on my hair.
No, why? Why?
Nothing does.
Well, we shall see.
Do we even talk about what we did earlier?
Yeah, we said we did a video earlier.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, we weren't going to tell what was in it. Spoiler alert.
Burned. Don't bother with the video now. Bit it.
Okay. In the next part, this was where, in my view, Genuine crossed massive line. And I don't know why I'm talking like India Willoughby. He was going, tonight's the night, tonight's the night. And I was just going, what? Wait, what? What are you talking about? And he's pointing very clearly at Ashley's vagina. She's going, what? Over there? Where? What? He's obviously saying, tonight's the night I'm going to bang you, bitch.
Yeah.
She's pretending that she doesn't know what it means.
Yeah.
She's going, Anne Widdecombe. Ooh,
yeah.
Know what you mean. But that was really awkward, and Ashley clearly felt kind of uncomfortable about that, right?
Because she doesn't actually fancy Genuine. She just wants the magazine deal.
If she does fancy him, he's going, tonight's the night. I'm pointing at your fanny.
I wouldn't like that.
Basically, it's like a child going, I want juice, and pointing at it, and then they get what they want. I want pity, yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't like that. That's not very sexual. Even if you
does Genuine think that's okay?
If you really, well, it's obviously worked for him before. If you really fancy someone and then they went, tonight's the night, and pointed at your vagina, you'd be like, fuck you. Tonight's gonna be a good night. As it was, tonight wasn't the night. So you need to work on your chat lines, mate.
So,
although next night it was.
Ashley went into the kitchen and told everyone that that's what happened.
Yeah,
I think it was in the kitchen.
Oh,
or the bedroom.
Rachel said
that tells me it's not serious. Which is what you just said, right?
Yeah. Well, not even that it's not serious. It's just infantile.
And Malika said that's how men test a woman. What, by pointing at their fanny and saying tonight's the night? It's a weird test, isn't it?
How do you pass or fail that test?
I don't know. There was also a conversation between that. Andrew and Dapper were talking about the talent contest.
Oh, yeah.
And that it gave Shane J the approval of the lads.
Okay.
And that Andrew was like, oh, I just said he can't talk highly enough about Shane J and it's really cute. But he said, he didn't feel that Shane J had ever got that sort of approval for his drag side from lads as he had from that.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's true?
No idea. Don't even remember that conversation. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I've also noted about Ashley's purple tint now, so it's clearly quite bad, that episode.
Parmesan.
And I've written Parmesan.
Is that how you say it? Parmesan.
That's how Americans say it.
Parmesan.
Parmesan, we say it.
I just said Parmesan.
You must have learned that from BBUSA.
Fancy.
My note said Genuine has fucked it with Ashley there.
Yeah.
I thought he'd fucked it
well. I thought he had, because should
have.
Ashley
went should have stuck
on
with
it. She went cold on him for about a day.
Yeah, until she got called into that bathroom. He got called into that bathroom. So yeah. Rachel then kicked off because there was no Parmesan written on the list. She said, I'm nominating all of you for forgetting Parmesan. What did she say she could make?
I don't know these fancy dishes. Do you know?
Something of Mariana Parmigiana or something like that. No one knows what that is.
Listen, I'm not very up on my food, as you know. But isn't Parmesan cheese just like grated cheese? Can't they just grate normal cheese? Isn't it?
It's a hard cheese, an Italian hard cheese. So
right.
it's
Is it a posh cheese then?
Yeah, I suppose. But it's like the go-to cheese for pasta because it's very sharp.
I don't know
quite
about
pungent.
This.
And it's because it's hard. When you grate it comes out like a powder. But like Shane J said later in the diary room, no one wants that grated shit you get in a can.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Cheesegate.
Wayne said he thinks Ashley plays the game very well, which I thought was interesting.
Oh yeah, all the oldies were bitching and they said she was like a Stepford wife.
What is a Stepford wife?
It's a film where they were all
white picket fences, right?
Yeah, and they were all robotic and
Are they robots?
I can't remember.
Because I wasn't sure about.
They were
Are
robotic.
They real?
I think maybe they were, but they all obviously riot at the end or whatever. I'm not sure if that's really what happens, but it's something like that. Yeah, it's like a really famous film. Isn't Nicole Kidman in it or?
I thought it was Bridget Nielsen.
Bette Midler or something. Same sort of thing.
Bette Midler. Or Nicole Kidman.
We need a fact checker.
I think
desperately.
it's the one where Bridget Nielsen flashes a minge. Robotic minge. But is that not a bit like what Desperate Housewives is based on, right?
Maybe.
I think. Americans, you can tell us what a Stepford wife is.
Yeah, I know what one is. I know what the meaning of it is.
I know the concept. It's like a perfect person.
Yeah, like a 50s
real.
housewife.
Yeah, funny enough. Maggie even said, go on.
Yeah, they said Jess is guileless.
Yeah, I said guileless or gormless.
Yeah, same thing.
No, but isn't guile more like being tactical about the way you present yourself?
Guile is like having your wits about you. Yeah,
it's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maggie even said about Ashley that she's a natural performer.
Yep, her DJing's great.
Shane J was talking about Andrew in the diary room. He said he likes women and I have boy parts.
Boy parts.
Boy parts. And Rachel said about Anne, she only defends the men like a lioness with her cubs.
Yeah, she does.
True.
Anne hates women. She does.
Why does she hate women?
Don't know, because she hates herself.
I think she likes the woman. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, you do think that, don't you?
Women.
Keep an eye on her. Keep an eye on where her eyes are going.
All over the place. Anne said, "I tell you what, though, men can stock a dishwasher better than any woman."
Really?
How does she know? She don't have a man stocking a dishwasher.
Yeah,
Stacking.
yeah. She ain't even got a man to take her bins out. That cliche about men taking
your bins out.
You know that cliche about men taking your bins out? It's like a big. It's like, oh, you need
Is it innuendo?
Yeah, no, you know, like you need
Take
a
your
man
bins
to
right
take
out.
your bins out. No fucking man takes my bins out. I'm taking them out about 3 times a week. It's getting on my nerves. To walk all the way.
Look,
miles
I've
at
bled
the top.
the radiators. I took out the dead rat. I'm not doing that as well.
You didn't drill that cabinet to the wall. I had to pay someone on TaskRabbit to do that.
I would have done if I'd got a drill.
Would you?
Yeah.
God, there'll be no wall left there.
You've been seeing right through to the neighbour's living room, but
yeah, he's a funny one and all.
So
if you're listening now,
there's a secret task, right? For Andrew. He always gets a secret task.
Apparently you voted on the app. I didn't vote.
I last week went, there's no polls on the app.
I haven't been on that app, so I don't know.
I do remember seeing that poll but forgetting to vote in it, actually.
Wow.
So they
It's
were like
Brexit, isn't
it? Your what? Your something? Your civil right to vote? Blah, blah, blah. So Andrew and Jess were called into the diary room. They were told you've been selected as team captains, but what they didn't know was they'd actually been voted as the most gullible.
Yeah, or stupid.
What else happened in this task?
Spelling.
But there was another. But the real task is.
Oh yeah, so they had to spell. The other people had to convince Andrew and Jess to spell things wrong, which wasn't that difficult because they're both thick as shit.
Yeah.
Although, Andrew overruled them a couple of times.
He went,
didn't
no,
he?
pint of milk.
Yeah.
He was like, no. So yeah, so it was Big Brother's game show quiz.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, that's what it was called.
That's catchy.
I think they did it like that on purpose to be a bit like gaudy. And I put Andrew. I don't know why I've written this. Oh, he had a green top on. I think that clingy green top. I wrote Andrew is fit, but he doesn't have a hot body.
Oh, I like his body actually.
You liked his thighs, you said the
Yeah,
other day.
I do like a thigh. Not too thick, but just a little bit.
So what else is left to spell in this spelling game? Orangutan was one of them, and
Technotronics.
Rachel was going, it begins with an A. And then in the diary room later, was it in the diary room? Jess goes, I knew orangutan began with an O because I went to orangutan sanctuary.
Oh yeah, I've been to orangutan sanctuary. Well, I've been Monkey World. They got orangutans.
It's not the same thing.
It is. Monkey World's good.
Where is it?
In Dorset.
When you think of a orangutan sanctuary, you think of like Borneo where they live in the jungle.
Right.
Fuck.
That ain't where Jess was. In Borneo.
Wasn't she?
Bora and Woody over like. Monkey World is really good if you ever get to go there.
It can't be a sanctuary when you took orangutans to live in captivity.
No, these ones are like
Retirement
rescued.
home.
No, they're like rescued
From where?
From like people
Circuses.
trying to ship them in as pets and shit like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's nice.
so it is a sanctuary.
It's like Big Brother for monkeys.
Well, they had that monkey in Big Brother once. Remember
That gorilla.
Oh yeah,
That
so
real gorilla.
So they were. It was quite funny actually when they were going, oh, what's sodium, whatever it was, and the answer was salt, and then Anne was going, it's pepper, and giving her the wrong answers and stuff. It was funny.
I thought the milk one was funny.
Yeah.
How much is a pint of milk? And I think Big Brother gave options. It was £1.53 or 54p or something.
Yeah.
And then Rachel goes, it's £1.50 now because of Brexit.
Yeah, that was good.
And I just said, you put because of Brexit behind any price point and you just believe it.
That was
legit.
quality. That was quality. I've put Jess won because she's thick.
I've put Jess is so dumb. She puts a breathy space between each word in a sentence. Like I'm so dumb that I can't speak.
Like when someone's crying, they're like.
Jess.
The drink's kicking in.
Was the most gullible. What a surprise! And the women won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or Jess won because she's thick, as I wrote.
Oh, and afterwards she said, "I'm an idiot. This is the first time in my life I can celebrate idiocracy."
Oh, there's a good film called Idiocracy.
Is there?
Yeah.
That's not a real word, idiocracy.
Yeah. There's a film called Idiocracy. Yeah, it's like democracy, idiocracy.
But idiocracy isn't a real word.
Well, it's a real film by Mike Judge, creator of Beavis and Butthead.
Maybe she's seen that film.
I doubt it. I doubt she'd understand it. It's basically about how this complete idiot becomes like the president.
Oh, well. If you want to see an example of that, just hit up Real Donald Trump on Twitter.
Sad. Too scared to come to England.
What did he say about cutting the road?
You, mate.
Nope.
No. Said it's in a shit area. We talked about it last week, I think.
Oh, and I saw something after that on Twitter.
Here's what I saw.
Somebody posted a picture from a bookshop in America, and it's like, look at this picture from my local. Yeah, just the one. It's like the club. They posted a picture from their local bookshop, and it had around it like all the books on a table, and in the middle it said authors from shithole countries, and it had like Malala's biography there, and like a load of other people from places he
Whose
described.
biography?
Malala.
Who's Malala?
Malala is the girl from somewhere where the Taliban were in power, and she had to like flee and stuff.
Oh, get you, Gaz. He's raising the tone.
Somewhere where I've seen a film about her, but I can't remember where she's from.
Oh, well.
Afghanistan, maybe.
Oh, you've derailed it there. Yeah, go on.
She has her own charity for women's rights. She's like Nobel Peace Prize winner. And she's only like, she's probably 20 now, but she was like 15 at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, she's cool.
Don't say you never learn anything on this show. Yeah,
but
so
she's
what
got
about
her own
Trumpy?
charity for girls. Has a very nice website, malala.org, the Malala Fund, and it's all about girls getting education.
Malala, if you want to sponsor us, do give us a bell.
Yeah, and if you don't want to donate to her, just donate to us instead.
Hold on, what about Donald Trump though?
He's described shithole countries,
right? Yeah.
And then this bookshop had a table of authors from shithole countries.
Okay,
and they're all like really good books, but like really educate people.
Nice. Yeah. He's called the whole of Africa a shithole.
You can't do that. Also, I saw a video on Facebook months ago, probably a year ago now, and it was like the side of Africa that you don't know about. Like, you know, everyone thinks, oh, it's all poverty and there's no food.
Don't think that. Only idiots think that.
It was like trying to challenge that image, and it was like affluent Africa.
Yeah.
It's like if people could see that, they'd want to go.
Yeah, there's loads of places in Africa that are affluent.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that video.
Ridiculous.
No, but even you would, from the way charities portray Africa, you would think there is nothing. Even from Red Nose Day now, like Comic Relief, you'd still think that.
Yeah, like, do they know it's Christmas? They don't even fucking celebrate Christmas. Patronising cunt.
Most of Africa has been, missionaries of like.
Oh, stopping the spread of AIDS by not giving out any condoms.
Yeah, I mean they've all been converted to Christianity by now. So there is Christmas in Africa.
Well,
but there won't be snow.
It ain't snowing.
There ain't snow here either. So.
Oh Jesus! Right, carry on.
Jesus.
The next thing I've got is, and this doesn't even make any sense.
Gin and tonic party.
Yeah, Anne calling BB mean and brutes for not sharing gin in teapots.
Yeah, that's right. That is correct. So as part of that, because they won that task, they got a tea party.
I don't remember.
Have you ever drunk gin out of a teapot?
No.
I have.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Why is it in a teapot?
Because it looks fancy.
Oh, okay. So there's no, it doesn't stew or anything in there.
No. But the one I had was like a cocktail in a teapot. You know when they like to serve it, like
like off a spade or some shit.
Yeah.
In a test tube.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. It was an afternoon tea as well. But anyway,
I don't even like gin. I don't want to drink it out of a teapot.
Genuine.
You're just gonna pay an extra $5 for that shit.
Gin or wine? She said brutes is double underlined and in italics.
No, sorry, Anne, that's not getting past the brand guidelines.
Too much. And Big Brother said he'd written it in red.
Ooh.
What's Big Brother writing down for? It's just a massive eye.
I told someone at work this week, oh no, you can't have that in italics. We don't use italics anymore. I said they're lame and old-fashioned. And she went, oh, we've always done it like that. I'm like,
I hate that we've always done it like that.
I'm like, you ain't doing it no more. I'm like, dyslexic people can't read italics.
That's a
what,
lie.
That's what I said to her. No, apparently it's true.
Gaslighting.
No, apparently it's true. It's accessibility. Old people can't read them either.
Yeah, but if old people were going to read everything, it would be in size 100 font.
Do you want to read a big long paragraph in a fucking italics? I don't.
No.
Exactly. Listen to me. I'm the comms team. Shut
italics are best used sparingly.
Italics are best used never. Anyway.
Italics are best served cold.
I said just bold it. You got bold now. No italics.
Yeah.
Just bold it.
Or like a different weight of font.
Yeah.
Like I've got a
fancy.
lightweight and a heavier weight font, so you could just put the odd word in if you wanted to create emphasis. Anyway, enough about branding. Our boring day jobs. Anne wanted rebellion. I said, who knew Anne would be the next kitten? Get her out.
Count out that money.
Out. But Rachel didn't want to break the rules.
Someone told me it was either Rowan or Laurie that when they were watching this series with Kitten in.
No one got evicted for like 20 odd days.
Yeah, and they said, oh, Kitten's really annoying me. I hope she goes soon. And I was like, didn't say anything.
She was in it about 3 days, wasn't
she? Spoiler. 20 years ago.
It's true though, it is. You haven't seen it, it is.
Wasn't it nice, those pictures of Mikey and Grace? I hated fucking...
Oh, I didn't actually click on the link yet.
Oh, I hated Mikey and Grace at the time, but isn't it cute? They're
Has she still got long hair?
She looks awful, but he actually looks quite attractive now.
I know, I need to see. Has he got that long hair still though?
No.
Oh.
He actually looks good.
I've got to let that cat
fucking
in.
hell. Check he's not got a mouth.
It's meow, so you can't have.
He actually looks good, but she seems quite nice now, not like...
Well, she is nice.
And
I actually used to have some chat with her on Twitter, but she's not on there anymore.
She said being filmed on Big Brother is like having your gap year filmed. It's embarrassing.
Yeah,
it's kind of a good point. But it would be nice having, like, when you met your partner on film, I guess, in a way.
In Big Brother history.
Remember when she left and he cried over that picture of her?
Yeah. You said you didn't believe it.
No, I remember me and my friend Nick going, fake. And now they're still together, so I can't really say much. Anyway, sorry, we digress. Gin, teapots.
So Anne was basically saying, oh, I think they're going to be wimps. And then she started to say, oh, you're all wimps because they wouldn't break the rules.
Mm-hmm.
And so Maggie goes, we're not going to do it. She goes, but it's not because we're wimps. Do you remember how Anne responded?
No.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Like, Anne's being so joyous out of nowhere.
I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, because she's making other people miserable.
Yeah.
She's always happy then.
Wayne said, you know what she's like, that Rachel woman and all of her friends. I'm not talking about nominations.
Yeah.
Didn't he get in trouble for this the next day?
Wayne said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Shane L said he was scared of Rachel. Shane
Lynch. L?
Yeah, that's what I've got.
Oh. I noted that Rachel was now starting to piss people off, clearly.
Yeah, me especially.
And the next thing...
Has she not started getting on your nerves a bit? Or
No,
you're like me with Morrissey, you just like her regardless.
Is it? Maybe.
Yeah, you're ignoring the evidence of how annoying she's being.
But I'm finding her... I find it interesting to watch, even though it may be a little bit annoying. I think that's actually a good thing.
Okay, fair enough.
But I don't know, I do like her, but I think... there is obviously an element of I do know some. I do have a slight connection to her. So when I hear her talking about her husband, I'm like, I know him. So it's kind of weird. I've never had that before.
I wouldn't want her to go. I do think she's a good housemate.
I think she's good value, and I think she. I think she enjoys being in there as well.
Yeah, she does,
and that's why I want her to stay.
Yeah, she does. This cat's rubbing his stink all over me.
And his butt in your face.
Yeah,
that probably does stink. They were having a piss up in the bathroom, the lads, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And
the lads.
But Wayne was getting involved. And this is when I started to warm to Wayne in particular.
Wayne does try and get involved with people.
The thing is...
whether they like it or not.
The thing with Wayne is he's got that like pissy side, which does sometimes blow out a little bit.
I don't mind that though.
Which is funny actually, but he does want to be part of every group in the house, which I think is good.
Yeah.
So he
considering his age.
Do you remember he went to collect all of the booze, and he had it all in all of his pockets and stuff. And they were like going, "Oh, Wayne's got little hands; he can't bring anything back." And he came back with like all of this contraband down his trousers and shit.
I know.
And then Shane J said, "Don't just assume that one hole is for one object."
Oh, he's such a filth pot. Filth pot. And then the next thing was when Shane and Andrew Shane stroke Courtney and Andrew having a bit of horseplay, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Which people have said that Shane J's gone too far.
Please.
Fuck's sake.
Did you see not the warning, but on Twitter they called Andrew into the diary room and said, "Were you okay with that?"
Yeah, I did see that. And he was like, yeah.
Yeah, he's like...
absolutely fine. But had he said no...
Yeah, exactly.
Out you go, Shane J.
Out on your ear.
Dressed as Courtney.
I don't believe anyone was actually offended by that, though. And if you were offended by that, get a fucking life.
The thing is, when you're... like,
if Anne Widdecombe, then fine.
If I pulled your trousers down...
yeah, I'd be pissed.
But, like... we're friends, so it would probably be okay.
No, it would not.
But if I pulled Anne Widdecombe's trousers down, we've got a problem.
If you pulled my trousers down, it would not be okay under any circumstances.
If you pulled mine down, it would be, just so you know.
I wouldn't do that, but I'm not trying to get off with you like we'll do it on Periscope. I'm not trying to get off with you like they're trying to get off with each other. That's the difference.
So is it that sort of like teenage?
It's an intimacy.
Like when you're 12, it's like we're going to put each other's pants down, but we're not going to touch each other too intimately.
Yeah, it's an intimacy.
What about when Denise Welch pulled down that twins joggers? What do you think about that?
Don't get me started on that. Oh, well, she's a Playboy model, so she's used to having her boobs out, so that's fine for anyone to just grab her.
Yeah, good point, Denise.
Don't get me fucking
Very good
started.
point, well made, Denise.
Yeah, and then she fucking won. Just give me strength. Tally, could you get your arse out of Gaz's drink?
Wayne said, if men have a sense of humour, it transcends sex, it transcends everything. Is he talking about Shane J
must
and
be, yeah.
Courtney?
Must be.
So, what I liked about this pulling the trousers down thing was when...
Pull down my trousers and pants.
Oh, Miss Russell.
I listened to his radio show, it's good.
What station is he on now?
Radio X.
Okay.
I listened to the podcast of it. It's funny.
When he pulled down the trousers, Andrew went, "That's assault."
Yeah.
Shane J goes, "That's not assault. This is assault." And it reminded me of that horror film which is set like in the outback where a guy goes, "That's not a knife."
This is a knife.
This is
Isn't
a
that
knife.
Crocodile Dundee?
No. It's like Alone in the Woods or some shit like that. I don't know.
Alone in the Woods. That sounds like a good horror film. Cabin in the Woods is
something like that. Oh, it's called Outback. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, and then they were piling all those cushions on top of Andrew, and then Big Brother called them and stopped it and said, "Can you please stop piling cushions on top of Andrew?"
Piling the cushions.
Because they worried that he couldn't breathe.
Yeah.
He needs water. Mm-hmm. And they thought it was hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good night.
That's good.
But
yeah,
do you think this
Gaz is pointing at me?
Do you think this is the night? It must be the same night, right? Where Andrew rubbed his butt on the window, or not?
I'm not sure.
Coming up.
Boisterous.
Do you want to have a little pause?
I don't need one.
Oh,
do you? I thought you were pointing at that, but you were just pointing at me for emphasis.
No.
I think we should press on. We've got loads to go. Fucking hell, man. We need to get through this crap.
We've got to get through this. Gotta get through this.
So the next day, Ashley was... Oh, I don't know if it's the next day or what.
Day 13.
Yeah. Ashley was crying because Genuine hadn't bothered
speaking to her.
Yeah, because she didn't
give him fanny.
Because she didn't give the vagina, he stopped talking to her because that's all she was to him, basically. He's flicked a switch. And he's
not a bean.
And he... Gaz! Use that terminology on the podcast.
I've heard girls say flick your bean.
Ooh, I don't agree.
It's a bit,
agree with that. It's horrible. You don't
Infracut.
flick it. Flick it. Anyway, that'd be painful. Imagine.
Is the bean the clitoris?
Yeah.
Flick that.
Don't women's anatomy on a feminist podcast such as this.
We are feminists here.
Yeah.
We're like the new Emma Watsons.
Emma Watson? No. Fuck her. Okay, so then what colour do you think Tinky Winky's
red
handbag is?
It is red.
I know it's red because I used to have a Tinky Winky doll.
But did you?
Yeah, because when I was like, goth sort of thing.
That
doesn't even make sense.
They said it was orange, right? they
Andrew
concluded
said
it was
red.
orange.
It was red. I
It
can
definitely was
picture
red.
it. I can picture it. Cat's eating biscuits.
But Tinky Winky is a boy.
Yeah, he's just gay, isn't he?
Oh, he's just gay.
Yeah.
And he does carry a handbag. But I think that's good to teach like little boys they can carry a handbag.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Just ask Shane J.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it is.
Tinky Winky is my spirit animal.
Tinky Winky, la la,
Wrong.
Po. What?
You missed out Dipsy, and that is racist because he's the
Dipsy?
brown one.
Where is? I didn't even know that. You're racist for mentioning it.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy,
La la.
Po.
Hi.
Po's the Asian one.
I don't know. I didn't even know there was an Asian one.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Because Po is actually also played by an Asian, and has an Asian-ish name, and it's just known that that's the Asian Teletubby.
I didn't know Teletubbies had race.
No, like Lala's the white one. Dipsy is the brown one, and
I didn't even know
Tinky
there
Winky is
was
the
one.
gay one.
Wow. They're very forward thinking, aren't they? The
Yeah,
Teletubbies.
they are.
Better than Big Brother contestants.
And Nunu just goes around sucking like there's no tomorrow.
Who the fuck is Nunu? Who's that?
They're Hoover that goes around sucking the whole time.
I got that Hoover out today.
I miss the Teletubbies. They were good.
Yeah, but not that creepy baby in the stomach. Don't do. Oh my god, that is creepy.
That's my baby laugh. It scared the cat.
I'm not surprised.
It's more like the Joker.
Nightmarish.
God.
And then we have a scene of Anne praying with the house.
Oh my god, that was interesting that so many of them were into it.
Yeah.
Shane J. No, not Shane
Malika.
J. Shane J. Shane L.
Shane L, Malika, Jess, and Genuine, because I wrote them down.
Yeah.
And marked them out as the gullible people who believe in God. No, who actually, not that who believe in God, believe in whatever you want, but who just falling under Anne's spell. Do you know what I mean? What are you giggling at that for?
You were doing damage control.
No, I don't care. Believe in what you want. I doubt if any Christians listen to this motherfucking mess.
That's a very good point. I was just surprised to see as that many housemates getting involved with it.
Reminded me of BBUS. They used to have this Bible buddies section where they used to sit around and read the Bible, and they used to kind of take the piss out. Like the editing used to kind of take the piss out of it.
Oh, I miss Dominique speaking in tongues. That was
God.
the best.
Snake.
That's probably really offensive. I shouldn't say that.
What, speaking in tongues?
Yeah.
Speaking in tongues is offensive. It's ridiculous. It is. Come on.
So now was when Marcus's narration really pissed me off.
Here we go.
Now, I don't know if I'm supposed to be angry at Marcus for this because he might not.
He's
necessarily,
only following orders.
Yeah, he might not write it himself.
Of course he don't.
Oh. Who writes it then?
There's a writer listed.
Is there?
Yeah, because BB Spy posted it, or I think it was BB Spy. Someone posted it the other day.
And what did they say about it?
Said they did a good job writing the episode tonight.
No.
No, but it might not have been about this. In fact, I don't think it was.
So the first sign of this shade and the narration towards Rachel said Rachel is annoyed a 70-year-old pensioner isn't working hard enough.
Now, why is Marcus playing the 70-year-old pensioner card for Anne? I don't think even Anne would like that.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why? Why is Anne suddenly a 70-year-old pensioner now? She's not collecting her pension in the house. Her age is irrelevant in the house. Anne can hold her own more than anyone else in the house. So what the fuck has her age and her pension status got to do with anything? And why are you telling me that right now? It can only be...
What?
To try and turn us against Rachel.
Of course.
So I don't agree with that.
Everything has been going against Rachel because later on it came back again where he went, spit it out, Rachel.
Oh, yeah.
When she was trying to talk to the group.
Mid-sentence.
Yeah. It's like,
that was worse.
It's like, hang on, you're just showing us what happened in the house. You don't have to like...
Imagine if it was
I
like
didn't get it.
It's like Peep Show, like someone's thought. You can hear someone's thoughts.
Exactly.
Jess is thinking, tweet, tweet.
But I suppose it's like the next logical step, although they've got rid of them now. But they used to have those little scenes in between, the bumpers in between the scenes where it was a housemate doing with an emotion. Like, they obviously went, act sad, act happy, act this. And have you seen that clip of Lauren Harries trying to laugh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it got leaked. But there's like behind the scenes footage of Lauren Harris stood in front of a green screen where they're clearly going to put graphics in the background, and they're going like, "Can you laugh for us?"
Yeah.
And she's like trying to do a fake laugh. She's like, "Oh, I can't do it. I can't do it." And she's like,
"Oh, that's funny."
And it's really, really cringy.
That's funny.
And she's like, "Oh, tell me a joke, or I'll have to tell a joke."
But
or
hold
something.
on, I don't see how that's the same as this.
No, but they used to sort of lead us in a story, going like, "Okay, this scene has happened, and now we'll use a sad one because that housemate must feel sad now, or this housemate is looking devious."
No, to me, that's not anywhere near the same thing. That's nowhere near as bad as this.
No, it's not.
This is
not
way
as bad.
worse.
What I'm saying was that slippery slope, and now we're at the level where the narration tells us how to feel about a housemate.
Well, I tell you how Twitter feels about the narration telling us how to feel. Not very impressed. Loads of people were complaining about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Good, because I've seen a lot of people that actually are liking this like shade and the funny stuff.
No, because Marcus has said a few things that have been funny with that haven't influenced the... Like he said something last week that we were laughing about that was just innocuous. If it's just an innocuous
But he can be
thing,
funny without being judgmental,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. Like, John James is in the living room handing around the Jaffa cakes. And I know he was in the house at that time.
John James will not get in the crab suit. 10 minutes later, he's in the crab suit.
But yeah, that sort of narration is funny, but it doesn't need to be judgmental.
Yeah, no.
And I don't think Big Brother should be passing judgment on any housemate in there. And actually, I
that's
think
biased.
when Rachel comes out, she'll be well within her rights to be pissed off at that.
That's biased.
It should be a level playing field for all housemates.
I mean, the editing is biased anyway.
Yeah.
But then don't stick in fucking your comments on it as well.
No.
What are we going to have next? Fucking tweets on the screen.
Vote out this person.
Yeah, fucking your tweets flashing up on the screen. My tweets on the screen. No. Actually,
No, but that wouldn't matter.
BBUS
because
does that.
That would be our views.
Yeah.
But if Big Brother started to go, we've had enough of Rachel, so it's time to vote her out.
Yeah.
You know, that's like the next level.
That probably will be the next level. Honestly, it probably will. I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll have more on that later.
Jess was crying about the prayers.
Was she?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also Amanda was bathing Wayne again. It happens a lot.
Jesus Christ.
Shane J was meditating, was he?
Don't remember that.
Okay. Task to manage the children.
Oh, fucking hell.
What did you think about this task?
Awful.
I didn't like it either.
Everyone was going, best task ever.
It wasn't, was it?
What? I don't know why they were saying that, though. Can you explain? Obviously not.
No, because...
Is it because people like kids?
Maybe, but then I don't mind... Like, I'm not against children, but I didn't think this was a very good task.
It was rubbish. What was the point in it?
So they had to, like, get them all to sit in the same place. But what I didn't think was necessarily fair was that it was the same group of children. Like, they're going to be really bored by the second
Outside
time.
contact, cruelty to children.
And also, someone said, like, what's your favourite TV show? And one of the children said Celebrity Big Brother. And I was like, why is a 6-year-old watching Big Brother in the first place?
I could watch the daytime version.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Cassius was one of the kids who was being annoying.
He was. He was a bit of a hog, wasn't he? Airtime hog.
And he said he thought Jess was 66.
And she went, yes, I am. She probably actually thinks she is.
It's the only interesting thing was to see how people act with kids, because the way I am with kids is I just talk to them as if they're adults. But other people are like,
you say that, but I would like to test that theory.
You can test it.
There is some sort of inbuilt instinct whereby you do raise your voice a little bit.
I don't. Well, when I talk to my friend's kid Matilda, I just talk to her completely normal. I swear on my life, I do not. I do not talk
doubting
to.
you, but I want to see it.
I do not talk to her.
So you've got no maternal instincts whatsoever.
I'm just like, no, it's not that. I'm just like, oh, what have you been doing today? Like that. I'm just like,
yeah, but you just put your voice a little bit higher.
I did not.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You did. Your voice went a little bit higher.
No, but I'm not like, what have you been doing today? Like people. Just...
No, but I think that's too much.
But I know, but people do it. It gets on my nerves. I just be like, oh, what's your favourite toy? Just like that. Call me a liar on my own podcast.
You did just get a little bit high.
No, I did not.
It is an instinctive thing, so you can't control it.
Anyway, I thought that was it. I think it's interesting to see how natural people are with kids, because I feel like I'm not natural with them at all. So I do find that interesting.
And did you see any interesting natural
Yeah, I
interactions?
thought a lot of them were quite good with them. Or seemed good with them.
How was Anne with the kids?
I don't remember seeing her with them.
Oh, I think she was exempt on medical grounds. One thing I did note was that when they were in the diary room, Big Brother was asking them like, who's the best, boys or girls? And one of the girls was going, boys are the best.
Sexist.
I said she was probably just told to say that by Anne in the task room.
Self-hating, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I said, I wouldn't want dapper laughs in with my kids, child abuse on Twitter. And someone had a massive go at me about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's rich, a dapper laughs fan getting offended by a joke.
Also, who was that dapper laughs fan that I sent the screen cap of to you, his tweets the other day? He was going around the day after it had happened. Yeah, mixing on Twitter, defending dapper laughs against everyone that said that his lesbian comment was outrageous.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, who's got time on their hands a day after to go around defending some twat on a TV show?
Probably his brother.
Oh, probably. Remember that time when you pissed off someone's
Who
relative?
was it? I feel like it was, you got a boyfriend, all right. Families, right?
No,
they're not even that relevant. Oh, yeah, well, someone was on my blog slagging me off, weren't they? Can't remember. I feel like it was something to do with Jim Davison, but that's too old. Anyway, never mind.
Years.
We must get on.
I think it was celebrities. Anne and Wayne were in the kitchen, and Anne really wanted to show off her dance skills. Remember this?
Oh, yeah.
But Wayne wasn't, like, supporting her well enough.
Support my back.
And she's like, get a taller guy. get Lynch.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
Get Lynch.
Get a taller guy. Get Lynch. And then get Lynch. That's the title. That's the title waiting to happen. And then he was too tall. So she's like, no, it's too tall. Get Shane J.
Fucking hell, line them up in order of height.
Then she's hurting her back. She hurts her back when Shane J is trying to support her. And she basically goes, you didn't support my back. That's what amateurs do. Just so blamed him for it.
Bitch.
That was quite a funny scene.
I've written support her back, amateurs.
Support a massive nork.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Norks. That's very page 3.
Oh, and then Ashley was in the diary room whining about wanting her flirty friendship back.
She's
with
got
Genuine.
a crush on him.
It's like, are you offended that he pointed at your fanny and said, I want that?
Yeah.
Or are you not? Make your mind
That's
up.
the thing. It's all so fake. She can't stick to her story.
Oh, it's got
because the whole thing is a story.
Oh, you know why?
Why?
She ain't got her cue cards.
Yeah, she's waiting for the exclusive in the magazine deal.
She needs that.
Let's not mention
that
her.
runner to come in with that sign.
Let's not mention her ever again.
Housemates, as you know, the discussion of nominations is against the rules. Wayne, you said.
What did he say? I've gone off her again about Rachel.
yeah.
Lol.
It's like I thought we were okay, but now I've gone back to my original thought.
Finding it all funny, wasn't she? Or pretending to.
It ended with, but now, after the Parmesan, I'm thinking back again to my original thought.
Fair enough. And then he had to do lines saying, I must not discuss nominations.
And this was another funny line from Marcus.
Go on.
Oh, I didn't actually write it down, but it was like, Wayne has written 5 lines. That's 1 line a minute, people. I thought that was hilarious.
What, saying he's slow?
Yeah, but it was the fact that he went, that's 1 line per minute, people. People thought that was like really funny.
Why? Why is it funny?
It ain't, is it?
I don't get why it's funny.
Because he's like throwing shade on the fact that he's a slow writer.
Who cares?
Exactly.
He's old.
Yeah. And it's a chalkboard. I can't write fast in chalk either.
What is he, Bart Simpson?
It did remind me of Bart Simpson as well.
And also, writing materials. And also here, I've written, Malika, is she a bad booking? She's not even mentioned the Kardashians once. It's true, she's not mentioned Kardashians at all, has she?
Unless it's in a contract that they're not allowed to broadcast it.
Probably, yeah. Well, that's
At least
good.
she hadn't walked after a week like Shaban.
The biscuit boy.
Why have I written redemption manicure?
I don't know.
Someone gave someone a redemption manicure.
Sounds like the name of a fancy nail polish.
Andrew on Wayne, he needs to know that the N-word just can't be mentioned. What?
Oh,
what's the N-word?
Wasn't
nominations.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, just tell that to Emily.
Yeah. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Our older listeners will remember that reference. Yeah. Moving swiftly on.
So the group remained gathered from their tell-off, but there was wine now in play. And Malika was coaching Ashley on how to talk to Genuine, and I've written, grow the fuck up.
I didn't even write that down.
It was where she was going like, oh, you've got to like tap me on the shoulder and
you got to tap that
walk
arse
around the room and I don't know. Blah, blah, blah.
Fuck that. Andrew said, do you want to wax my arse cheeks to
Anne?
Why did he say that? Anne went, get away. Why did he say that?
Did you say get away?
Yeah. Andrew does try and tease
No,
Anne.
actually no.
He is inappropriate with Anne. What?
No, it was
what?
Ashley, do you want to wax my arse cheeks? And then Ashley said, you got to get permission from Anne.
Why?
Exactly, why?
His arse cheeks did need waxing.
Did they?
Did you not see his arse?
Mine are hairier than that.
Did you see his arse when Thingy was waxing him?
Yeah, it didn't look hairy.
I didn't like the crack, it looked hairy.
Do you not like a hairy butt crack?
No.
So you meant to wax that shit?
No, but I just rather it was like fairer hair.
Oh, okay. You don't want to see mine.
Ooh, well, no, I don't. For more reasons than one.
Other sex tapes are available.
This juice.
Yeah, have some juice.
Have you got a hairy butt?
Yeah.
Kwame said he liked Andrew's hairy butt. Just saying. He did.
Oh, there's more where that came from.
You get a right old mouthful of it, though. Oof.
That depends what you're putting in your mouth, darling.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Anne said, no, get a man to do it. That's what she said.
Oh, God.
So basically, Ashley couldn't do it.
So he did get a man to do it. Why are they asking Anne for permission to do things? This is the problem.
I don't know,
She's
but
not Big Mother.
Who do you think does Anne's waxing, a man or woman?
Oh yeah, that was weird when she said she has. What does she have waxed?
I don't want to know.
It's got to be a tash. It can't be a vag.
It's probably a tip.
If you're a virgin, why the fuck would you ever get your... If you're a virgin, why would you get your vagina waxed? There's no point.
That's what I thought.
If I was single, I wouldn't... no, hold on. If I was single, I might, just in case. If I was celibate for a year, I wouldn't wax it. I'd just let it all hang out.
Maybe it's since she did the Great Wall of Vagina, and when they took the plaster cuts off, it ripped all the hair out, and now she likes to keep it waxed.
Oh, God. Why
Have an Anne
has
Widdecombe,
our
please.
podcast gone so lowbrow?
Imagine asking for an Anne Widdecombe.
Oh, my God.
Dark salmon.
So then... Oh, God. Lord. I forgot about the dark... I've got jam donut down my T-shirt. So then... Ashley and Genuine went in the loo and put the taps on.
I said there should be a punishment for that.
Why?
In Celebrity Big Brother, there's no camera in the toilet and there's no microphone either, so we've got no way to know what happened. Big Brother is about everything being visible. Punishment.
Yeah, punish them, flog them.
Yeah, turn all the lights off in the house for the next 24 hours and then let them only be filmed in infrared.
What, like my sex tape?
Yeah. That's punishment.
Actually, that would be quite good.
Yeah, because Ashley wants her purple tint to be shown on TV. She's only going to be in black and white now for the next 24 hours.
But does the collar match the cuffs, eh? I fucking hate that expression. I don't know why I said that. It's all this vagina talk.
How did Anne describe Andrew mentioning buttocks to her?
Tawdry and vulgar.
Yeah. Vulgar, tawdry, unnecessary, infantile. And it may entertain people who watch Big Brother, but it certainly wouldn't entertain anyone whose opinion I respect. So
you're a Big Brother bitch, so what are you even talking about, you stupid cow?
But she also just slagged off the entire viewing audience.
Well,
amazing.
That can go a long way, just ask Helen Wood.
Is that a good plan, to say you don't respect any of the audiences?
Anne needs to thank her Anne needs to thank her lucky stars she's not in there with any Geordie Shore people.
Santa?
Yeah.
Hey Anne, look at these, check out these beef flaps.
Fucking Bear, or imagine if Anne was in there with Bear. Just imagine that for a minute.
Oh no, this is the woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No,
it's a higher class of celebrity.
Yeah, she'd probably be like, oh, he's alright, he's just letting off steam. Wouldn't she? She'd probably give
just
him...
making a cocktail.
Yeah, give him a pass. Let him eat that spit sandwich.
Oh, he just needed to let off steam, throwing a glass at a mirror.
Yeah. So then Andrew was apologising to Anne. What for? No one knows. And she said, "Don't worry, I know you can't help it." To him, like he's just can't help being an idiot. Life. Yeah.
Anne said that Andrew's mum would be disappointed at the conversation. Yeah. How could she possibly say what Andrew's mum would think?
Yeah, fuck off. And then Anne said, "Why don't you give it the desire to shock? You're 27." Patronising much. Is he 27? I thought he was about 22 or something.
Oh, really?
Well, he acts 12, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess. So the kids now had to say who they like best.
And they picked Ashley because she's
she
dressed
wore a nice
as a
onesie.
unicorn. Fix.
But
if you weren't immune, Anne would be coming for your edges, bitch.
Can you remember who won the task?
Can I remember it?
Yeah.
No. Have I got it written down? Also no.
For fuck's sake.
This is a boring episode.
We basically just answered it.
What?
Who won that task?
Oh, Ashley.
No, it was
What?
the onesie.
Oh, the onesie.
That's what Andrew said.
Oh,
It was the onesie
yeah.
that won that task.
That was it, yeah.
It was the fucking onesie that won that.
And then Andrew said, I'd rather be hated for something I am than loved for something I'm not, which is something they say on BBUS, but it's something along those lines, but people who are listening will know what I'm talking about. It's like, would you rather be hated and win or loved and lose? That's what they ask them before they go in.
But they would say hated and win.
Yeah, no, they always say a lot of them say I'd rather be loved and lose.
But when they say that, they're talking about the audience.
Yeah, by the audience.
But in BBUSA, like, it
I
doesn't
know.
matter because there's no public vote, so be hated and win.
Yeah, but look at the fucking idiots they had last year. All fucking falling over to let Paul win.
Yeah, that's true.
So, think on.
Oh yeah, that is true. But like in our game, you can't be hated and win. It's impossible.
I
Apart from
refer
Helen
you
Wood.
to Exhibit A. Third mention in the show. And she ain't the only one. Look at Denise Welsh.
Yeah.
And Bear, although he did have his good points. Open the door now. Get on with it.
And on Andrew in the diary room.
Yes.
I shall never nominate anybody simply on the basis that they have upset me. And I thought, what are you going to nominate
Yeah,
people for
it's
then,
a good
Anne?
basis
That is literally
for their
how
morals.
nominations work.
For their morals.
Andrew said about Anne, she is what's wrong with the current way we live.
What, in the house or in
think,
general?
I think in general. I'm not actually quite sure. To Rachel on politics, who said this? Andrew. We need to sack them all and start again.
Oh,
Is that Andrew?
No idea.
Rachel said, "Why don't you be prime minister then?" Yeah, it must be.
What's it, Andrew?
Yeah. could happen.
Okay. What are his policies going to be? Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. No thanks.
Straight guys can hang out with drag queens.
Yeah, and have their arse cheeks wet. So then Ashley and Stingy made up. He said he was only joking about the vagina thing.
He said, in my mind, I didn't do anything wrong. All right, you did.
She was basically drunk. And he said his remedy for confrontation is to back off. It's a good way to deal with people because if you back off, then they come after you again, don't they?
And you feel wanted.
It's the silent treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just doing some mind games, basically. And she said, I want our flirty friendship back. That flirt right, this is a controversial thing for me to say.
Is it?
Is Ashley a prick tease? There you go. And I don't agree with the term prick tease.
Yes. She is.
Sexist. I caught you.
No, I think she is.
She's a bit, isn't she? And I
Because-
don't even agree with that terminology.
I do think that Genuine is more genuine in this situation.
Well, I bet he is from his name. Yeah, but come on, he's not really genuine. Genuine about. That's how Irish people say genuine, isn't it? Genuine. He's not interested in Ashley. He just wants to get his end away.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. He seems to be like, I need a new wife
me.
to have
I need
another
a new
10
wife.
children with or whatever.
How much alimony does he want to pay out?
What's alimony? Like, is that American
Child
for like
support.
child support?
Yeah.
Is it an American word?
Yeah. Clever, ain't I?
Yeah, so clever. Yeah, Rachel was like, oh look, Ashwine is back on, and Shane J went, thank God, it's been a rough 12 hours.
Yeah. And then Anne wasn't happy that Ashley's skirt isn't covering her posterior. It's none of your business what Ashley's skirt is covering, so fuck off.
Or who Prince Harry's fucking, for that matter.
No, racist.
Flashback, but yeah, she was shut.
I like that.
Slut
I like that black woman who was on bots. I don't know who she was, but she was digging right into Anne Widdecombe and saying, "We know the real reason you don't like Meghan Markle." And Rylan was like, "Oh,
on the panel,
yeah,
or
on
in
the
the
panel."
audience?
All her opinions.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, all her opinions were good. And when she said that, Rylan was like, "Oh, moving swiftly on." But she was like, "We know the real reason." I was like, "Yeah, it's good." She was good. She had a few.
That is the
She was
reason.
digging into Anne Widdecombe bad. She was good. I don't know who the fuck she was because I don't pay attention to bots, and plus no one's famous on it. But she had been watching and she knew her stuff. If you know who that was, listeners, let me know.
Also, there's another misgendering going on. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, Amanda said that Andrew was being a ladette.
That's
She did say
funny.
she calls her wife he. So then Ashley was all around Genuine's bed. Do you remember? Before
all
going
around
to sleep. All up in that bed.
Oh, and then he farted when she left the room.
Oh, yeah.
Romantic.
That's the end of that,
and then he said tomorrow night it's on.
Did it?
Yeah. We've still got 2 more days to go.
Oh.
And it's 12:15.
Day 14?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This was a good episode.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Shane has done traditional English plays.
Gaz just ignores the fact that it's 12:15. It's fine.
Oh, shit, yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying, don't dwell on little insignificant things.
Try,
Talk about the big picture.
What about Shane saying he's done traditional English plays?
What?
Talking to Genuine about his acting career.
Which Shane?
Shane L.
Really?
Yeah.
What, Panto?
Yeah.
Traditional English plays?
Yeah.
Nice.
He's like, oh, you mean like you redo your own version of Beauty and the Beast? He's like, yeah.
Nice.
That's the way he said plays.
Yeah. Plays.
Plays.
Marvellous.
Go on then, if you got key...
Not really. Shane said...
Performance indicators.
Oh, wait, stop that. Shane said to Genuine, did you get to first base last night? And Ashley said, oh, there was no French kissing and I kept my hands in the air so the cameras could tell we weren't touching. That sounds romantic.
Oh, I think someone referenced this in a tweet to me earlier.
That sounds romantic, doesn't it? Your hands in the air like you're on a fucking roller coaster.
Or like you're in a hostage situation.
And John said Genuine would need a lot of movement to have sex because he's got a big dick, basically.
Who said that?
John Barnes.
Oh.
I know they were having
John
like
Barnes had a
lad
look at
chat.
it.
I don't know.
But Genuine and John Barnes don't like each other.
Okay. Oh, cat just fell off the sofa. He just rolled over and fell off. Yeah, that's funny. And then they said something about just putting the tip in. You must have missed this bit.
And then the last 2 inches or something as well. Yeah, no, there was that.
Gross. Yeah, so I'm sure Ashley would be so pleased to hear them talking about her like that. Wouldn't she?
Does she really care?
She's trying to pretending she's all demure and everything, isn't she? Oh God, nomination. God, you do nomination. I can't be fucked with all the reasons and all that shit. Go on. I didn't even realise only the boys nominated until later on.
Oh yeah, because they won the power, didn't they?
Is that power thing going on all series because it's boring?
As far as I know, you're right though. Trying to reach a drink.
Can't reach around. Go on, you cover this bit, but cover it quick.
I just got one thing that happened before that when Rachel was in the kitchen and they were having a little confrontation with Anne.
Oh yeah, I've put Anne and Rachel are annoying each other.
Yeah, and then I just thought it was funny where Anne goes, no, I gave you G's order. She calls him G. They are all calling him G. And she goes, so who was that for? And then Anne goes, John Barnes. Like, why is John Barnes and not just John? John Barnes.
I like it when some people have to have their official title. It's good.
Oh, Johnny and Dapper made a sexist song about Malika.
I did that?
Yeah. I'm not going to repeat it and sing it, but I just noticed it was sexist. And I thought you'd have something to say about that.
I missed that, apparently.
Ashley was immune in these nominations, right?
Ashley.
Yeah,
she's not even allowed on the set anymore since she called someone a cunt.
These nominations, actually, I thought were really good.
Go on, you talk us through them.
Some of them were surprising.
You talk us through them.
Okay, we'll go through the nominations. Andrew nominated Anne for her outdated views. He said, we should all be equal. We should all have the same rights, no matter what your gender, what your sexuality is, what your race is. Negative views on things like that, I haven't got time for them. He's got a very strong, consistent message in his gameplay, and I think it's working for him. Do you?
The new Prime Minister, Andrew.
Yeah. But no, I think
you write down a lot of that. Jesus.
Yeah, because I think it's key, because he said it the other day, and if you say that in your nominations in the diary room, you pretty much know it's getting aired. Yeah.
I'm still annoyed that they've not shown that Dapper nominated Andrew.
What, into the house?
Yeah. Because that would cause a good argument.
That's true. That cat wants to go out again.
For fuck's sake. I'll just leave the door ajar. You carry on.
So then next Andrew nominated Genuine. He said he made a few passing comments in the first few days that weren't meant to be offensive to anybody, especially Ashley, in the first few days. Was that just shit editing, or was there no reason for that?
Yeah. What comments?
Exactly, that weren't meant to be offensive. So that's like anything you said that was not offensive. Didn't make any sense. John nominated Andrew. He said he comes in late and takes all the covers.
That was a fair reason.
And Daniel for his incessant snoring. So John's got sleeping issues.
His incessant sexism.
Wayne nominated Shane J for taking over the shopping list. He said, I just felt as if I wasn't adequate enough to make a shopping list. Well, clearly you weren't.
You forgot the Parmesan.
And Daniel, because he was bossy in the factory task. And what he didn't know was that he actually felt very insecure about not making those boxes properly.
Fragile masculinity.
Very fragile. Daniel nominated Anne. She's slightly standoffish on certain subjects. And Andrew, a few nights ago, he pulled a moonie up on the window. Mm-hmm. This was supposed to be a joke nomination, though, wasn't it? I don't think he thought anyone else was going to be nominating Andrew.
Did you? No, I didn't think so. It was no joke as far as I was concerned.
He kind of made out that it was later. He said, I just did it for a jokey reason.
No, I don't believe that was a joke.
He actually doesn't like Andrew pulling a moonie. Why? Because he's getting more airtime?
Leaving a sheriff's badge on the window.
That was a lie.
That's disgusting.
What's worse, Andrew doing a moonie or Jay McRae putting shit in the freezer?
The latter.
There's nothing else worse than that, really, is there? That was when we had the flashback. And what was your favourite bit of that flashback? Because I know what mine was.
No idea. Go on.
It was Wayne in the bed doing this no motion with his crossed arms. No. I don't know why he was doing that. I felt that maybe he was concerned that Andrew was going to get kicked out for it or something, maybe, by the way he acted.
Couldn't they just pull down the blinds or something?
That was that for that section of the nominations. Next, in the smoking area, Anne said that Rachel had been stroppy and snappy and I've been puritanical. And then Rachel was like, well, you know, I've been given this task, I've been chained to the stove, and that drove her to being moody.
Mm-hmm.
And she admitted that she had been moody with Anne. Mm-hmm. And then, do you remember what Anne said?
No.
Well, I'm not nominating, so it doesn't matter how grumpy you are with me, which I thought was interesting. Like, Anne's like, grumpy with me you can be, but the decision in my hands is not. I thought that's interesting that Anne actually knows the game.
Anne does know the game.
You can be as grumpy with anyone who's not nominated.
She knew about the rules. She knew the reasons to nominate.
Not a valid reason.
Because she's reading that rule book all the time.
She's actually friends with Vinnie Jones on the outside. So next back to nominations, Shane L was nominated, and he looked like he was wearing Bet Lynch's old jumper. He said Rachel feels like a teacher. She's always kind of superior.
I see where he's coming from with that.
Me too, actually. I can see that. Andrew, he nominated for the way that he verbalises feelings towards women, like saying fucking and shagging and whatnot.
Going to town on.
Exactly.
Also,
what about drag queens? Is that included?
Also, Shane L said, this house is about harmony, not hierarchy.
Happy, happy, happy house.
Tattoo of the week, love, peace and harmony.
That's all we need. God, we haven't heard that for a while. Johnny next nominated Malika. She has a grumpy outlook, apparently.
Grumpy cat.
And John Barnes. Did you call him John Barnes too?
I've written John Barnes.
Yeah, you must have done. His opinions dominate. And then I put him.
I didn't see no opinion of John Barnes' dominating. Have you?
No, actually. Didn't someone say that he? Maybe it's another nomination.
It was Genuine.
Yeah, Genuine nominated as well, saying like he wanted him to know. You to know that he's smarter than you.
Yeah.
I thought that's when I noticed that Johnny didn't have a lisp anymore.
Acting.
Speech therapy from Anne Widdicombe.
If he's still in there the last week, it will come back again.
So Genuine also nominated. Is it Genuine?
Who cares?
Anne. Because no one's being themselves when she's around.
He's looking over his shoulder.
And John was the second one. Shane J nominated Rachel over the Parmesan. And Anne, he said, with great internal conflict. Her conservative views have been influencing how people dress and behave. He said her views probably tell young girls out there there's something to be ashamed about their bodies, and I don't think there is. He's like the absolute opposite of Anne, isn't he? It's like if there's a spectrum, Shane J is that side. Is, the opposite is like the antithesis.
But he doesn't cross.
Anne Widdicombe.
But he doesn't cross swords with her, even though he pulls her up on things. They never.
I like that he can still respect her as a person, even though he doesn't agree with her views, which I think is quite commendable.
And I actually think Anne respects him too.
She does like him because she said she'd like to take him home to the family, but Courtney was a slut. No, she didn't say that.
She did, basically.
And the lads were all sat in the sauna. Was that when they were doing their pec workout?
I thought there was quite an interesting array of bodies on the boys there. Shane looked so... Courtney looked so little and pale compared to the others. And considering he's Australian, you'd think he'd have a tan, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Like, where does he actually live? In America, no?
That nice.
Not all Aussies are down the beach chucking a shrimp on the barbie.
I would be.
Well, me too. Wayne and Amanda had their chat about prostate cancer.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Did you notice he called it cancer? Prostate cancer.
I thought that was quite interesting, and I thought it was interesting how much they showed of it.
Yeah.
It was quite a long conversation they showed there.
Nice thing to include. But did you notice what Amanda said?
No.
I shouldn't poke around. Poke around about other people's illnesses and things. Well, I actually encourage people to poke around because that's how you detect prostate cancer.
Lol. And he said he didn't want to have the whole thing out because that would be the end of his sex life.
Sure, we've had a good innings.
Yeah. So that because it's your butt, isn't it?
Your prostate is the bit that stimulates the pleasure in the guy, which is in the butt,
so that's
which girls
why
don't have.
So that's why he didn't want... Yeah, I know girls can't get prostate cancer, so that's why he didn't want it out, because he can't have butt sex no more.
Because it's the pleasurable part, the pleasure receptor.
Why don't girls have one? Sexist. Mind you, we don't have that cancer, so I guess it...
Every cloud. But this is the thing, like, men want to put a cock up an arse because it's tighter, but there's actually no proper pleasurable benefit for a girl like there is for a guy.
We already had this conversation earlier.
But this is like leading on to it in a way.
But there are some pleasures to be had from it if you're into that sort of thing, because it can be like a different sort of sensation, maybe.
I suppose so.
Or a change.
You can reach orgasm from the prostate being stimulated.
Change is as good as a rest.
If you're going through the change, try another way. So yeah, I thought that was kind of educational. Actually,
it was interesting.
And he said I wouldn't want to go through chemo because that would probably kill me. And he went in overnight, had half of it out. Next day was fine.
Good. When you're old, all you talk about is different illnesses and getting better from illnesses and your friends who are dead. That's all old people talk about.
But I really liked his blasé approach. He was like, "Get on with it."
Yeah, and not Alma. Amanda's like that as well, isn't she?
She doesn't seem old though.
No, she doesn't.
It's interesting when you look at Anne. No, it's mad.
Yeah, it is.
Who's more likely to? This pointing game they've devised.
Game. I didn't write much of this down.
I prefer fucking chucking socks into a cup, don't you? Any sort of other shit they can make in a Big Brother house than this. But this is where Dapper gave us his lesbian comment. So he was like, "Oh, you
Hold on. Before that, Jess said about sex. I just lie there and say poke it in. That don't sound that much fun.
No.
Why would you say that?
It's not really going to help your chances on the outside world with a man, is it?
Sounds shit. Anyway, carry on.
So Dapper laughs like, "Oh, what if you guys were single and we were in here or something? Which one of you was to come to my charms first?" And like neither of them wanted. They both pointed at the other one because neither of them wanted, so it would be them. And he said,
"Fucking lesbians."
Yeah.
Do you know what? When he said that, I didn't even bat an eyelid because that's just the kind of thing I expect him to say because of the kind of person he is. But everyone was up in arms about it on Twitter, and then I actually thought about it and I thought,
that's not
actually okay. I mean, I knew it wasn't okay anyway, but nothing that comes out of his mouth is okay.
Right.
But if you look at it the way some people on Twitter are, it's like, shit, that is the sort of abuse you get at school from like a teenage boy. If you won't get off with him, you're a lesbian. Do you know what I mean? That's like something that's in society and has been for a long time, and he's a grown man and he shouldn't be saying that shit. And for people to just brush it, no one even said to him, "Hey, you shouldn't be saying that."
No, they didn't seem
to. But people were calling it homophobic on Twitter, and I thought,
yes,
I thought, is that?
That was what I thought.
Well, go on, what do you think about that?
I felt it was insensitive to use sexuality as an insult.
Is it homophobic, or is that too strong?
I think it's virginal homophobic. If the negative is that you're a lesbian,
yeah, that's
isn't
true.
that homophobic enough?
You're a lesbian if you won't get off with him. It's sexist and homophobic, I think.
And fucking lesbians. It's like lesbians that fucking lesbians are an inconvenience to me because they don't want to go with me.
Yeah. He is
But what because I watched this episode twice because I had to make notes. What I noticed was I felt that after he'd made the comment, even he knew it wasn't really what should be said.
Why?
Because his eyes were all shifty.
Were they?
Have you watched The Office?
Yeah.
You know David Brent when he's feeling awkward. He's such a David Brent. It was like kind of recoiled and went like.
Oh, really?
Like, his eye sockets were like his eyes were rolling around his eye sockets, and his head went in a little bit.
Interesting.
I thought, that you shouldn't have said that.
Good. Yeah, your true personality is leaking out as usual.
So nominations were revealed, were they?
Yeah.
Anne, Daniel, John, Rachel.
Who cheered for herself.
Yes. And Andrew.
But there's a twist coming.
And the lines will open tonight. Anne said, poor Amanda if you lose Rachel and me.
Oh, yeah. And then Amanda said to Anne, they've used you as cannon fodder.
Well, I'm quite used to being used as cannon fodder.
Yeah.
But then Anne, what I was observing about this, like, I've already seen Anne talking about game, and like, what amazed me was how into the experience and the game you become. Like, you can't help, once you're in Big Brother, even if you're Anne Widdecombe, who thinks you're so superior and is a politician, talking about nominations like afterwards, because it affects your life. So she goes into the bedroom and is like, aren't you amazed that John's nominated?
Yeah,
I was like, this is Anne Widdecombe.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Like, completely baffled by it.
I think I would be shocked.
Why would they nominate John?
Yeah.
She goes,
I would be shocked if I was in there and he was nominated too.
I was shocked.
And did you notice Andrew's trying to cuddle Anne after she got nominated? He's always trying to touch Anne. I think that's why Anne nominated him that time, because I don't think she wants to be touched by anyone, let alone Andrew. But he really overdoes it with her. It's just, it's fake. Anyway, carry on.
There was this puppy noise section between Shane, Jay and Jess, which is a bit weird. I said she's like an adult baby. Anne and Rachel were in the smoking area. This was a really good conversation. And Anne's like, goodbye to the grump and goodbye to the prude. That's what they're saying. And Rachel goes, I don't think I've been a complete grump. And
I didn't say complete.
I never used the word complete. And Rachel just slumped into the bench like, oh.
Yeah. And then Rachel went on about it for the whole next day. Rachel just went on and on and on about it. And then Anne said, it's an intergenerational conflict with the younger housemates. But there is no conflict.
There's a divide.
There's a divide, but there's all the young people are perfectly polite to her.
It's actually not necessarily intergenerational, because Anne is putting herself, Maggie and Amanda in the same bracket.
And Rachel.
Rachel's
right in the middle.
She said Rachel gets to go with the younger group. But actually, I don't think it's a divide like that. It's actually just Anne, isn't it? Yeah. Take her out, and I don't think the others would have a problem.
And there's no conflict either. Compared to normal, there's nothing.
But Anne may feel it because she may be starting to know that she's making people feel uncomfortable. So from her point of view, maybe she does feel that way.
Anyway, moving on.
So the rest of the housemates are playing hide and go seek, as they call it in America.
I was thinking about that too.
We call it just hide and seek. Why had to go?
Yeah.
So Rachel was like, the average...
Oh, in that spelling task, Anne spelt manoeuvre.
Oh.
Have we got to that yet?
Was that in here?
Oh, was that when they were spelling things right or wrong?
No.
Oh, okay. I've got
different
something to say
task.
about that when we come to that.
Okay.
And it's to do with you, Kwame.
Oh yeah, he spelled it in a real weird way.
Yeah, Americans spell it different,
right way,
so he thought Anna spelled it wrong, but Kwame, we know how to spell things. Yeah. We invented the language, etc.
That's how Americans spell it. They just take out the extra vowels they didn't want.
Yeah, because they might have to dumb it down so that they spell things phonetically.
Rachel said the average age of this house is literally 10 years old. I can't do it anymore, Anne. I can't do it. This makes that entertains me, that kind of stuff. And Anne said they're infantilized by this situation. And then Rachel was like, maybe it's an under 50 thing that they can still play hide and seek or whatever. Anne said, I don't know what it is. We dinosaurs, we have nothing to lose but our sanity. Did you see what Big Brother tweeted?
Rachel hates it when Anne lumps her in with her. Do you know what I mean? As if they're the same age.
Yeah.
No, what's a Big Brother tweet?
Big Brother tweeted, and your sanity. Don't forget and your dignity. Don't forget your dignity, which I thought was quite good.
That's quite funny. See, I don't mind it on Twitter. There you can do it.
Exactly. So Courtney came out with the wigs again, right?
And she was wearing silver boots.
Wayne dragged up, didn't he?
Even that was a bit half-assed. Did he do his own makeup? He looked terrible.
Courtney did it.
He looked awful.
I thought it was actually pretty funny.
It was funny.
He said like Mrs. Trunchbull's here or something.
Yeah, he didn't look good. And Ashley said, "Oh, I'm not even thinking about being on a show." And showmance implies it's not real.
But did you know she almost said,
"Yeah,
if I was in my right mind."
Yeah.
But she sort of corrected herself.
Really?
She's basically, if I was in my right, she was like, kind of like my ideal situation, I wouldn't have a romance.
Do you think Ashley's really not thinking about being on a show? I think Ashley
Not a
thinks
chance.
about nothing but being on a show. My grandma's watching this, that, the other, magazine deal, made in Chelsea, cue cards, genuine, tattoos, babies.
Has my dad put that story out yet where it says I changed my accent?
Fake accent. Fuck off. Unicorn onesie.
She said, we don't have a romance. And Courtney said, yes, you do. It's a showmance.
Oh, I don't like that word.
Yeah.
That implies it's not real. It's not real! Next.
Rachel and Andrew were dissecting the games of everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
About it being a long game.
They said Maggie and Shane Lynch are playing the long game.
Condensed personalities, people not being themselves. Which I thought was interesting that Andrew was bringing Rachel into that discussion.
Oh, yeah. And then...
But then Johnny came along and he changed the subject like that.
Yeah.
That was even more interesting.
That's the essence of the brand.
Didn't want Johnny to know that they were talking about. He was like, just about nominations.
Johnny wouldn't know anyway, even if you spoke about it right in front of him. Like,
what? This is when Andrew said, do you know, if Courtney didn't have a dick, I'd go to town on that, I'm not going to lie.
We already knew.
And Courtney said that earlier, because Courtney did Ashley's makeup.
Yeah.
And she had a wig on.
Looked good.
And mistook her for Courtney, which I thought was quite
She did look very much like Courtney.
Yeah.
She looked great. I love that pink wig.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, it looked really good. This was interesting.
What is it?
About them... Firstly, Rachel said Anne is a professional disapprover, which I do think is true. Then Anne was drinking wine in bed, but we kind of covered that. So this is when the lads and Courtney were talking outside, and Dapper said Andrew wants a one-way ticket to Gaytown, or I might have
Courtney had that cap on, which made her look like a train driver.
Oh yeah, he said he could almost fancy her.
But she said she corrected it to Exploration Town or something.
It's a one-way ticket to Exploratory Town.
Yeah.
And she said, this is the problem with your fragile masculinity. And then Andrew said, it takes a real man to take a dick up your ass. That's interesting that Andrew said that, isn't it?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
I just think it is. I just think that's it. Like, a lot of straight guys would not say, would never ever say that. Wouldn't dream of saying it. I know Andrew's saying it from the point of view of, it must hurt, so it takes a real man.
Yeah.
Or I know he's saying it from that, but if you look at it another way, he's not.
Is he okay with it?
Yeah. And then, whatever happens, it's been a good journey, Andrew said. Journey and Pisance. Go on, what did you think of that scene?
That scene?
Yeah. I thought that was really interesting.
Hang on, did Andrew say Gaytown and then said about taking a dick at your ass?
Daniel said it's a one-way ticket to Gaytown. Daniel said it.
That was Andrew that said Gaytown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he completed the sentence, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I didn't think much about it, to be honest with you.
I think... Well, a lot of people were saying on Twitter about that conversation was homophobic. That they were saying...
I thought saying Gaytown was slightly homophobic. Well,
really?
not quite well thought through, not necessarily homophobic.
Well, it's just like his sexist things that he says all the time.
It's just their lad band.
Yeah.
I know that you don't care about Rachel, but she did say something interesting in the diary room just before that. She said, the thing about the Big Brother house is, you can go from queen one day to a mere pawn the next. And once you've got your head around that, then you know how to play the game a bit better. And I thought that was a very good observation of the game.
BBUS talk.
It's true story as well. So next was the secret labelling inside Courtney's jacket. Inside a fur coat.
What was that? Oh, they were talking about Jess saying she was fake and she don't even talk like that and blah blah blah. We already talked about that, didn't we?
It was so obvious that Johnny didn't know who was being talked about. He was just going along with it like yeah.
With his eyes half
and then
shut.
like, put what you want, put the letter that you want, and he put an A, and everyone else was like, no, it's Jess.
Idiot. And also Amanda brought Anne some chocolate biscuits in bed. Wine and
after she'd had the wine.
Wine and
but
chocolate biscuits.
if you think about it, Anne probably
Excuse me.
Anne wasn't going to bed, but where else is she going to be?
She's just chilling.
But why doesn't she sit on the sofa? She's chilling.
She don't want
Anne's just chilling.
She don't want to hear all the vulgar conversation.
But there's several seating areas in there. You could sit in the bathroom. You could sit in the living room.
I've got the hiccups now. If I hiccup again, I'm going to go get some water.
This bit I didn't understand. After the labelling inside the jacket,
labelling.
Dapper
I feel like
said,
someone's sewing a label inside the jacket, like when you go to school.
Dapper said, "We're 3 Ps in a fucking come down here and fucking vote to my face."
What?
Someone was like, "We're 3 Ps in a pod."
Yeah.
And someone went, he goes, "We're 3 Ps in a fucking come down here and fucking vote to my face."
It doesn't even... That's not even English.
I don't know. I just said, what the fuck? I thought you might be able to help.
No.
He then revealed that one of the people he voted for he really likes, and the pennies seem to start to drop with
What
Andrew.
did he say that for? Stupid.
Guilt, innit?
Stupid.
And then Courtney was waxing Andrew's bum. Kwame
Yeah.
asked you, is it a gay thing?
Oh,
Didn't
he said guys in America don't wax their bum.
What, at all?
That's what he said.
Guys here have been waxing their bums since the early
Guys
noughties.
here wax everything. But I wish they wouldn't.
Just look at Andrew.
Gross.
The other Andrew.
I like it. What? You didn't know what I was talking about when I said that. That's like one of your best impressions.
I've forgotten it.
How could you forget that? Oh, fuck, my notes have gone funny. And then Genuine accidentally told Thingy he loved her.
Oh yeah, I went, I love everyone. And then was going around saying it to himself. I love you, I love everyone.
That was so weird.
What did you think about Andrew and Courtney having this,
yeah.
this last sort of scene where...
You said you couldn't stop laughing at it or sort of thing.
that was so good.
Why were you laughing?
It was just... So hang on. First, they were kind of like bonding, right? And said, Andrew said to Courtney, you want to make sure you trust the people you hang around with. Is this because he's getting the sense that Dapper Laughs voted for him and he's not happy about that?
I'm
and he
not
wants
sure.
to plant the seed in Courtney's head, like, don't nominate me.
It was such a short scene that I just could not work out what they were saying. Plus, they both looked absolutely pissed.
They
as
were.
fuck.
But it's like, you want to make sure they don't stab you in the back. Have you heard the line, and then keep your friends close, your enemies closer? That didn't make sense necessarily.
No.
But it was the way they're both slumped there on the bathroom couch, and then the music starts to fade in. Courtney's doing her lip gloss, and Andrew's sipping from a bottle of lager. It was just a hilarious image of like what their life could be like as a couple. It was so funny.
It was funny the way Courtney was doing her makeup because she looked fucking sozzled.
Just absolutely pissed and so bored about what Andrew was saying. Like just chatting shit. I thought it was a beautiful moment.
I'm glad you felt that way about it.
It just tickled me so much.
Right, it's 20 to 12 now. We've got one day to go.
Yes!
I suggest we wrap this up ASAP.
Oh, well, it's not going to take long because it was the Big Brother driving school day.
Oh, do you not like that, Tom?
No.
Why?
Oh, it was really boring.
Yeah, it was
All
quite
of it.
boring. Well, I quite like the fact that they couldn't... What, they can't stop driving at all or something?
I don't know. They could go around the house. Couldn't they stop?
I don't know. They look kind of funny in the cars, I guess.
Yeah.
Better than that fucking factory task, in my opinion.
Team BB North, who does the Julie Guy pod,
I like them.
he said that he didn't think he'd ever see Genuine in an off-the-shoulder car outfit. over the shoulder. He said,
that's
but it
nice.
made me think of off the shoulder.
I like
an
that.
Over the shoulder car.
No, Anne, do you like the song "Shut Up and Drive" by Rihanna? I've never heard of it.
He said, "Bully, bully, bully! You have no manners." Sounds like the toad out of Beatrix Potter.
So whoever wins the task gets the chance to save themselves and replace with another housemate. Yes,
I thought this twist was going to piss me off, but I really like Save and Replace.
They've done this before, haven't they?
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
Josie's series had Save and Replace.
I can live with it.
But it was more of like a little competition. You had to win to earn the right to Save and Replace.
Yeah, at
Remember
least
that?
you have to earn it, so it's not just at random. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So those sofas were replaced by the benches.
I don't like that. It makes me feel uneasy.
I preferred it when there was a campfire. Remember after the Lowton fight?
Peace and love. Andrew said he was happy to take himself off the block, and then Jess was kind of digging him out about it, going, "Oh, at least we know you're the most selfish housemate then. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
I'd take myself off the block too, and any fucking right-thinking person
You'd
would."
be really tempted to, but I think,
Of
like,
course.
in your head, when it's a public vote, you'd know it's not the best thing to
that's
do.
what Johnny said.
It's like, how secure do you feel in the house?
Even Thicko Johnny said that he wouldn't. But I don't know, when it comes to the crunch, maybe you would.
Panic.
But I said this is the difference between UK and US strategy. No US person would ever leave himself up on the block.
No.
Except for probably there is one time when someone did stupidly. Oh yeah, Marcellus. But like, it's just such an English mentality to be like, oh no, we'll let the public decide. Well, the public can't be fucking trusted, so don't let the public decide.
True, that is true.
That's what I say.
There's a lesson for anyone applying for Big Brother this year.
Mhm.
Jess said, and I...
Yes, did she say it like this?
She said that in the car, they were in the cars together, right? She said to Andrew that he was quite... And I think I misunderstood it, but I thought she said Alpha Dolph, and I thought she was fusing the words Alpha and Adolf.
Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, but I think she said Alpha Dog.
She said, think about what you do. Don't do anything rash if you do win it. Basically.
Don't save yourself, basically.
You're right, Gaz.
Yeah. Did you notice that Anne and Dapper are in separate cars?
No, I did not notice that.
Didn't you?
No.
Did you actually not?
No.
They were a team, but they were in separate cars. Because it must be in her contract that she can't make physical contact with another housemate.
Are you actually making physical contact with the person in the car?
Yeah, because it's one.
Yeah.
One object, so it's shoulder to shoulder.
That's not physical contact.
But what? There must be something going on, because why would they have separate cars?
Well, later on they said Anne about the physical contact, didn't they?
Also,
Malika was moaning about it.
It's a lot of... Anne's got to fit a lot of boob in that car.
A lot of junk in the trunk, like me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brandy, yes. I like the way they paired people up. I thought the pairings that they did were actually quite funny. I did feel sorry for Wayne and Amanda and Maggie
limo.
having that three.
Because there wasn't even numbers of housemates, only that, right?
Yeah, that was really... I know, obviously all the offcuts that don't... This
But Amanda and Wayne are good together.
Yeah.
Maggie's the offcut.
Maggie needs to go.
She's a passenger, literally.
Yeah. She's a floater. On Bots the other day, Ryan's like, oh, what do we call those people? Coasters. No, bitch, we call them floaters. Fucking idiot. No offence, Ryan.
Anne thinks that Rachel wants to go home more than her. She's like, I'm one side of the line, and she's another side of the line.
I thought that was interesting, but I don't think Rachel does want to go home.
Neither do I, but Anne clearly doesn't want to go home, which is a surprise for me.
It's good, though. I want people to want to be there.
Yeah, true. Better than Louis Spence, eh?
Yeah, exactly. And Carol McGiffin.
Oh, sour old bitch.
Rachel said she had no hard feelings about being nominated. Yeah, whatever. And then Dapper said...
Oh, did you like Kwame's impression of Rachel?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, not no. I don't remember it.
It was in his video.
Yeah, I did. I watched all of his video.
He does this like English accent. It's like,
Yeah.
I want you all to know that I take no umbrage with that comment. And it was just really funny.
He was so mad about the umbrage. Yeah, that was good.
Kwame, can you do more English accents in your videos?
Yeah.
Funny.
Actually, his English accent was quite good, I thought.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, do more. Do an impression of us, Kwame, in your next video.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
And then Daniel, or Dapper, what the fuck, he goes, he said Anne would choose to save him over herself. I thought that was ridiculous at the time, but actually
yeah, she did.
She did.
Yeah, it did happen.
And he said the public can decide between him and Anne. No, they can't. So then they had more spelling. That was when Anne spelt manoeuvre. And you said that was the most impressive spelling in Big Brother history.
It was, wasn't it?
It was.
I don't think I could have spelled it.
No, I can spell it. But I'm just trying to think if
under
there's
the
been
pressure
a better
of
one.
the task, could you actually do it? Could you actually hold it together? There's a lot of vowels in succession.
So. That word I could, but lots of words I couldn't. I can't spell necessary, for example. I need autocorrect.
Yeah, I hate that when
Really
the words
hard.
that you knew how to spell in the past, you now rely on autocorrect, and then there's sometimes where that you've spelled it wrong so many times that you're not sure if it's right anymore.
Yeah, I know. I still struggle with receive. There was a good word that Donnie spelt on BBUS once. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head though. Our listeners will know what I'm talking about.
Shane J was basically bossing that task, so they had these buttons, didn't they, on their cab and they had on their car, and they had to press it to advance.
Was it when they had to count to 100?
No, that was the next bit.
That counting to 100 bit
That
is
was so bad.
That is like but on BB Canada they have to count to like, I don't know, like a whole hour or something, don't they? And on
Was it counting to 100?
Yeah, wasn't it in the rabbit string with Oika?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the heaven,
they had to count. They were in there for a fucking hour. We can't even fucking count. It's embarrassing. It's a national shame that we can't even count to 100. And Oika was in there with
an
fucking
albino rabbit
and a rat
doing those like exorcist
screaming
moves,
and they could count to an hour or whatever it was. We're an embarrassment. Some of those other things reminded me of BBUS and BB Canada, like
because they were like
the distraction
pretending
things.
to wipe their windows and stuff.
Yeah,
but it was a lame one. Like in what was it? Is that Street Task where they had to hold the stop sign and that man was coming out and shouting because he was angry, and
Cody
then
was getting
people
bullied.
were putting condiments on them and also concrete.
Yeah, and garbage. And it was also a bit like that one in Canada where those people were like dribbling on their shoulder and that.
The airport one.
Yeah, that was good. But basically, it's like we're trying to be like that, but we can't do it, and it's pathetic.
Wait, that airport one that was in Canada.
That was
Canada. It wasn't. It was with that little geeky guy with the glasses.
Who's that? Oh yeah,
it was
Ramses.
BB19. Yeah, it was that one.
Oh God, how did I remember that?
But
that feels like a Canada task.
I think it feels like it because there was like a Canada room where they had to get in a cold
they had to dip in the water.
Yeah.
Shit, man, I'm getting confused.
I don't know why I didn't put Marsha the Moose in that Canada room.
Oh, hey,
Ramses! You know the Yoda voice for Marsha.
No, I'm not. Shut up, my Marsha's good.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. Shut up.
Hey, Ramses.
Right, come on, we need to finish this.
You've just bolted through half of my notes.
Yeah,
so.
good, because I need to go
But
bed.
what about when Malika was getting sick of small talk? That set up the thing that was coming later.
Oh, Malika wants to be alone. I want to be alone. She's annoying.
What's that from?
It's like an old film. Like Greta Garbo or something. It's not my fault you're not cultured.
You know that Genuine thinks that marriages work every day, and that's why he bought a big house so he and his family could spend days apart in it without seeing one another.
That's good.
A man cave, a go-kart track, and a swimming pool. Fucking hell.
Is that what he's got in his house?
Yeah.
That's good. No wonder Ashley's interested.
Wayne started to tell this story to Monica about he was trying to get off the tube and someone was in his way on the door, in front of the door.
Oh, yeah.
She was just dying on the inside, and then at the end she goes, "What's a tube?"
That was good. That story he was telling is just like every story anyone tells every day at work. It like,
happened to me
up.
this morning on the way to work, and I thought of Wayne's sleep.
Every day it happens. My favourite thing to say to people is, "Oh, don't mind me." That's my favourite passive aggressive. I say it to people all the time on the tube. It's the best passive aggressive thing you can say. There, you can take that and use that yourself.
I'm surprised you're not a bit more direct with them.
No, I'm just like, don't mind me.
I just walk past them and go, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I do have rows on the tube quite a lot, but anyway, we can't get into that.
Seen one of them go viral.
Anne was very determined to win that task. She was good at the counting, just like she was good at the racing. Wasn't she? There's no distraction. She's just like, whereas like in that car thing, like a song come on and Jess got distracted because it was her favourite song, even though it's a bunch of crap.
Of course she was it, pat cake.
Embarrassing.
So
I'm
not gonna lie, I was very finding this episode hard to follow. So you tell me what
boring. Then Amanda was talking to Jess, and Jess said to her, "I thought my nan was in the last of the wars." And Amanda was talking about wearing a gas mask, and she said, "Oh, if someone come and give you a telegram, it weren't good because then you knew someone was dead."
This is what old people can bring to Big Brother,
mad,
and like
it?
you said, like
interesting.
them including these conversations is really cool this year.
That was interesting because it's like fuck.
She said she went up to the moors and watched Manchester burning after it had been bombed with her dad.
If you think about all like the old buildings that got destroyed then and people's lives and shit, it is mad. But, you know, has there been a World War III yet? Or
we're still waiting for it.
Well, it might have happened while we're in the house. Okie doke.
Yeah, Boreham Wood is gone, but the Big Brother house still stands, so you're fine.
Just like dead set. So then Dapper and Andrew got called out for talking about noms, but they didn't. I don't think that wasn't a noms breach in my opinion. But what do I know? Because they didn't actually.
Was it?
They didn't actually say who they nominated, and Dapper just said he didn't nominate Andrew, but actually he had. So whatever.
This is when Anne now gave us a speech about sometimes you have to break the rules. You got anything from that?
Yeah, basically, so they turned off the hot water for 24 hours, classic. And then Shane said, "Fuck me gently with a chainsaw," which was not as interesting as he made out later.
Anne didn't even hear it.
It was lame, the fact he was going on about it later. It's like, oh, please, how revolutionary of you. And then Anne was in the diary room going, oh, there's, the suffragettes, some laws must be broken.
She mentioned a few like notable.
Rosa Parks got on the bus even though she wasn't allowed because she was black.
Rosa Parks suffragettes, some people that I don't know, and of course Nasty Nick, classic rule breaker, which she gave a shout out to.
Anne prefers Vinnie Jones, the rule booker. And she said, yeah, there must be a very good reason to break the rules. Well, I'll just decide that on a case-by-case basis, like if I want to speed or, you know, take drugs or murder someone, you know. So then Andrew was outside bitching that Anne is intimidating the girls to go to bed and telling them what to wear. And
this was an amazing... Yeah. The way this scene played out was good.
And on the live feed, he said even Maggie doesn't want to wear a low-cut dress in front of Anne. That's interesting. Maggie should not be being told what to do by Anne. No. Maggie bust up a paedophile ring and she don't want to have a dress with cleavage out because of Anne. Get a fucking spine. That's pathetic.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
Go on, what else you got to say?
I just thought the way this scene played out was like a dream for Big Brother.
Yeah, go
on. They were talking about people not acting themselves as well. I've heard stories about Jess Man. She sounds like a class act. She's coming in and she's been so tame. And
the way he said class act though, what did it sound like? He meant something not a class act.
Yeah, probably not.
Like a bit of a goer, basically.
Yeah, like Santa. Yeah, Santa.
Exactly.
Then Anne comes storming out, waddling out of the bedroom, and Shane J goes V5 fo fum. She opens up the door and goes,
bad.
"Where's Ashley? Can you tell her they'll never switch the lights off until she comes in?" And Andrew's like, "There's a prime fucking example." Yeah. So Ashley comes down from the diary room. She opens up the garden to talk to the guys, and she's like, "Anne wants you to go to bed so you can switch the lights off." And she goes, She didn't say that, did she? He's like, no, she did.
Yeah.
And then she literally
just
skipped into the bedroom right away. I couldn't believe it. Directly. No questions asked. No. I mean, unless something was cut out. Yeah. But it didn't seem like it because that was on live feed.
But don't you think the Big Brother should just turn the fucking light off in the bedroom and let us get on with the storyline?
Luke of Big Brother 9.
Luke Marsden
said...
Yeah.
Was he Big Brother 9? Anyway, fuck that. He said...
Luke and Bex.
He's like, we know, you can go and ask Big Brother we want the light switched off. Like, it's not...
What, they do switch it off?
Yeah.
Yeah, but things might have changed since then.
True.
Just ask John DeMille. Because it's boring. If Anne is actually ruining the show by not letting drama play out, everyone's going to bed at fucking 9:30. Fuck that. The Big Brother wants the footage of people getting off and getting drunk and staggering about.
Yeah, but this footage was also great for Big Brother, though.
I guess, but...
It's like, if we leave the light on, Anne will become more riled.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. It depends what kind of show you want, I guess.
Yeah.
Personally, I've had enough of Anne in a storyline.
Well, yeah, I started to suddenly think, hang on a minute, if Anne really has got this hold over the girls, probably would be good to see some of the girls coming out. So I feel like it's time for Anne to go for the sake of good TV, but at the same time, Anne is actually good TV as well.
Yeah, she is. She's good for a Yoda impression. I'm done. Anything else?
Andrew was again saying he'd be a fucking idiot not to save himself.
Yeah, and Johnny said he wouldn't.
Johnny advised him not to, and Andrew went, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones or something.
I don't want Andrew to go there. Even though Andrew's getting on my nerves, I think he's a good character.
He's not going anywhere.
He's a good character.
We need to do our eviction prediction for BB Spy.
Okay, I think it's
going to be
Maggie. No one would ring up and vote for Maggie.
Apart from...
who? The Rotherham girls.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then...
John Barnes. No one's going to vote for him, are they?
Well, there was a lot of them Rotherham girls, so maybe. And then either... inappropriate.
I'm glad you said it.
Either... It's fine. 3 hours, 16 minutes in. It's all good. I know. This is a weeknight. I've got work tomorrow. And... Hold on. So it's either going to be Maggie, John or Rachel. So who are we going to go for? And you're going to get the final say this week because I fucked it up last week.
And apparently we get a point for each one that we get right. I'm a bit concerned about John Barnes because he did seem to be like, he was held up on a pedestal as the first man released, and bots
the first man released into the wild.
Bots are calling him a national treasure for some reason.
I think he's popular.
But with the voting demographic though,
who is going to vote? You got to think, who is going to vote for Rachel? Who's going to vote for John Barnes? I can't see anyone voting for either of them.
Yeah, I don't think Rachel's secure, which I find sad because I like watching her.
Forget about that. We did that. We played that game with India last week and we didn't come out well, did we?
That's true. But it is going to be Maggie, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But what if
Maggie.
people think she's such an inspirational person, we have to save her? She got electric shock hair.
She got what?
Electric shock hair.
Are you tripping? No one's going to save Maggie. Maggie is 100% locked in. You need to choose the other one. And that's all down to Anne. Anne was quite bitchy about that as well. And also, what's her problem with Ashley? I want to know. And Ashley didn't even say boot her. I'd be like, hey, what's your problem with me, mate? Ashley's a pussy. Scrotum, sorry, sexist.
I think John.
You think you're going for John? It's your choice.
But the edit has been against Rachel all this week.
I would say
Rachel.
No, hold on, because Rachel gets a lot of airtime though, and mind you, India got lots of airtime.
Hang on, it's vote to save.
Oh yeah.
So
vote to save.
Is Marcus's shade going to affect it or not?
Nah, that ain't going to affect nothing.
I think John, because like you say, he's in the background.
Yeah,
nothing's really happening with
John
him. Who's
going to
choose
John
to
and
save
Maggie
him?
are most invisible, but Johnny was invisible last week. All right, we're going to have to decide this off air.
John and Maggie.
John
it
and
has
Maggie.
To be.
I'm going to have to go with you because we went with me last week. On your head be it.
Well, don't you think that's going to be?
I just think John might have a few fans, but I do think it's close between John and Rachel.
What, England fans from the past? They don't watch.
He's going to vote for some journalist who's Boris Johnson's sister. No cunt. Especially when she's a bit annoying as well.
Yeah, but
John
she's
Barnes
provided telly,
was in
good
the World
telly.
Cup. People care about football and shit like that. They do.
But women over men?
What, women who vote?
Yeah. Women are the voters. I don't know.
Let's face it, we don't know what the public want.
Not at this point. Not when India went last week.
No, exactly.
I'm going to say John and Maggie.
Okay, that's our finals. BB Spy, I hope you got this far. Perhaps we better message him as well.
Yeah, just message him back.
I think we have got feedback, but I'm so tired. It's
one thing we wanted to say.
It's 1 a.m. Still got to upload this.
Thank you to that person on Reddit that was talking about us on Reddit. If you use Reddit, we don't.
We don't know how to operate Reddit.
That person's called Lorcan Murphy.
I think they're on Twitter and all, you know.
Really?
I think so.
Someone called Burger Bot Boop was asking for any recommendations for a CBB podcast, and Logan Murphy said that BB and Bloss is great, they're funny, and nearly all of their opinions are on point. Well, I'd say actually all of them. So
even I don't agree that nearly all are on point, and I am one of us.
So that person said they'd check it out right now, and said nothing further.
And we got
on
up
the point.
arrows, didn't we? They probably listened to it for it was a bunch of shit.
Probably.
I think we should read out Laurie's email.
Also, I want to say thanks to Nikki Elkington, who said she enjoyed all 3 hours and 44 minutes of the last podcast. It was fab, funny, and spot on as always.
And she said thanks because I said she was lovely. Well, she is lovely.
She said she agrees with Jack, and she doesn't like Andrew or trust him, and says he was a massive twat on The Apprentice.
I agree with Jack when I can understand what he's fucking well saying. He's not drunk off his nut.
So you want to read an email from Laurie?
I think there is one, but I might be wrong.
Laurie on emails.
Thank you to everyone else who retweeted us this week, by the way. I haven't written down the names this week, but I love you.
And while we are bringing up this email, can you go like our YouTube page?
Oh yeah, can you like our read? No, whatever.
Like our readout. Just like all the shit.
Subscribe to the YouTube page. That's what you need to do, and then there'll be more stuff coming on. And subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, and subscribe to. I don't know, something else. Hold on, I think I did write down some more retweet people. BB Nutters, thank you. Connor Redder, Macel, Macel, that sounds fancy. Dan B, Nate, Cool, Arif.
Big up.
He's been with us for a long
Big
time.
up to Nate.
And Anthony S, who is a very keen new fan of ours.
Yeah,
we like
Anthony
him.
S. He does pictures of Yoda.
Yeah,
and
we like your
Anne's
interactions.
face.
I asked you if it was him who did it. Was it him who did it?
Not sure.
Yeah, but thank you guys, because
If that wasn't you, sorry.
a lot of you retweet us quite a lot, and I really appreciate that. So love you.
Also, thanks for following the BB on Blast account, because that's going up a little bit.
Thank you. Tell a friend.
Nick Snow's got in touch.
I like Nick Snow.
He's not been around for a while.
Oh, sweet.
Where are the best bits? Is the subject of this email. Have you read this?
I might have not read it because I was waiting.
Hi,
I
Lindsay
did
and
think I did,
Gaz.
actually.
Sorry I haven't emailed in a while.
No worries.
No, that's all right. We're all busy. But I've at least tried to interact a bit on Twitter in the meantime. Okay. I have to say that in a year, when we basically have Big Brother to watch from January to September, this season of CBB has been a great way to start things off.
True.
I usually don't know most of the cast, aside from the Americans they throw in, so it's almost like another civilian BB to me. However, it is interesting that the term celebrity was apparently very loosely applied this time.
True.
The Year of the Woman idea seemed like an interesting one, but why does Emma keep referring to it by that name? It was more like the 3 days of the woman.
Correct.
I think Kwame said the same thing.
Correct.
Now, not only are there men in the house, but they even hold the power. So that concept fell off pretty quickly. Have you not learnt that any Big Brother twist lasts for about 5 minutes? I'm also enjoying Rachel.
Oh God!
Either bringing up controversial topics or inserting herself in discussions about controversial topics.
There you
pretty
go.
much only to ask, "What do you think about that, Anne?"
See, she's splitting people, and that makes a good housemate.
Knowing fully well what Anne thinks.
Yeah.
That probably is partially due to her career, but I think she's also stirring the pot ever so slightly in these instances. I am here for it. At the same time, I was sad to see India leave.
Yeah.
If for no other reason than that Johnny just hasn't given us much so far.
Correct. Oh, that's an understatement.
Much, yeah. But now, the way she's taken to Twitter to complain about her edit and the house puppet master, I'm with Malika. They were 100% living with a victim, albeit a very entertaining victim. I'm quite intrigued to see what India has to say in this interview she keeps promoting, though. That was the...
she slagged off Rachel.
Yeah, that was the
Right
Stuff one. Ashwine, nobody cares. Yes, several Queen songs. Several Queen in brackets Queen songs are very well known in the United
States.
States.
Loads of people have said. Loads of Americans have said that.
Yeah, but I'm not sure many people actually know the members of the band,
Fair enough.
or that Freddie Mercury was part of it.
Fair enough.
Shame on you.
They know Adam
Still,
Lambert's part of it now.
It was pretty surprising that Genuine did not know him, considering his age and career in the music industry. He's not old, Jesus. Lastly, Gaz's reaction to Jack stumbling in. From the sound of it, this is probably an accurate description. Yeah, at the end of the podcast was hilarious. But I am a huge fan of Jack's accent, so bring him around any time. You like the Essex
I
accent?
didn't know that. He'll be thrilled.
Also, Joseph liked the sound of Jack's accent, right?
You should have heard Jack later on and talking absolute gibberish.
Talking in tongues like Dominique and the Lou.
Drunk mess. He was stumbling around.
Thank you for the hours and hours of top-notch entertainment.
Thank you.
Very generous of you.
Thanks
Looking
very much.
forward to the numerous podcasts that are to come with all the Big Brother we've got ahead of us.
Yeah, it's going to be a long year.
In brackets, at Nick_C_Snow.
Thanks, Nick Snow. That's a really good email. I like you.
Laurie
I don't even know if there was one from Laurie.
Laurie has 2 separate feedback emails, one for the podcast, one for the video. Do you want to go for both of them?
Yeah, but we need to wrap it up quick. Laurie, keep that shit short, as Sister Speak say.
Oh shit. Hey Lindsay and Gaz, listening to you two live watch the eviction was so fun. Your reactions mirrored mine for sure. Lindsay losing her shit while screaming about India's missing best bits had me howling with laughter. I'd love it if you could do this every eviction. Well, sorry, we've also got plans this week.
We should do it definitely for the final and do a live watch of the final.
Oh, someone's changed their tune.
What?
Last final, when you were busy and I was like, we should watch it together, you were like, why are you losing your shit? It's just the final.
Listen, I was seeing Jack, and he's a lovely young man, as you know.
Young love. So. Do you know what? Never miss Big Brother for a man. I've learnt that in the past.
Well, it depends on the man.
What is it? Make of the man.
Get on with it.
But what if I want to go to the house this final?
Oh, whatever. It don't matter. I don't care that much. I want to go to bed.
I'd love it if you could do this every eviction, but I know that's asking a lot. Yep, both in time and Uber expense.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
PayPal. BBonBlastPod@gmail.com.
Heirlooms. Send them over. Ones with value.
Sold those ones already. All gone.
To keep my feedback relatively short, fucking hell, Laurie, thanks. For me, Anne is really, really awful. Her opinions about every subject make my blood boil. Nasty, nasty, blinder-wearing woman.
Yeah, blinkers. She's got blinkers on.
Can't stand her. Lastly, I was brought up listening to Queen music. Freddie is a legend. Freddie off Big Brother. We Will Rock You even played during our pep rallies in middle school. No idea what a pep rally is, do you? Sounds like drugs. I did not, however, know who the fuck Genuine was and never heard Pony. And they got it on an advert over there.
Shade.
Looking forward to your next pod. As always, Laurie, #dragtarp.
Thank you, Laurie. I do appreciate it. I'm just very, very tired.
Joseph sent us an eviction feedback.
Oh, God.
Hey, Gaz and Lindsay.
Hi, Joseph.
I forgot to mention in my last feedback about the axe throwing task.
What?
Yeah?
I think that came in just as we were doing our last pod.
Is that becoming a trend over in the UK too? Before
what, throwing axes? No.
Yeah, it's going around left, right, and centre. Can't walk for axes. Before the new year, I've been seeing Instagram stories and Snapchats of my friends doing the axe throwing. Oh.
What?
It's like when the escape rooms started to become a trend too.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know some people who've been to those, yeah.
I'm loving Andrew and Shane Mantub 2.0. I'm kind of sad that India is leaving only because she did cause some of the drama. Mm-hmm. Some of it. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know who else can deliver how she delivered. No, you're right.
No one.
That's why it's got a bit dull. Maybe Anne. It's a very happy house. Happy house. He's written happy house. It was weird hearing Emma say, "I'm coming to get you." We didn't hear it. We were too leery. During the eviction. I really, really hope Channel 5 does renew BBK after this year. Yeah, we do too.
I think they will.
It's weird how it took this long to have a house not filled with people like Heavy D and Geordie Shore.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Can't wait for the podcast. Joseph from Las Vegas.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you very much.
Laurie's video feedback.
Go on.
So, hey, you two. This is more casual because it's video feedback. It's personal. I was so excited watching the Facebook video of you opening the package I sent. Gaz, you said you love Fritos. I never heard nacho cheese was your favourite. Well, it's happened again. I got another pack of the non-nacho cheese flavoured one.
Ungrateful.
I'll
rude.
Forgive your disappointment as the reduced salt version seemed least harmful.
We prefer more harm.
Bring on all the harm.
Yeah.
No anthrax though. In all honesty, I was so happy watching it unfold. I was gleefully screaming at my television screen. TV? She's watching it on TV.
Yeah, you can get
while
me confused.
Smiling the entire time. Mental, really.
What was her husband think?
Oh, I was semi-crying when you decided to read the letters to each other. I'm such a sap.
That was cute.
Laughed out loud as the cyan and magenta BBI debate continued with my printer ink. Mm-hmm. Continued on with my printer ink. I can assure you both letters were anthrax free.
Put anthrax on a tampax.
Towie ignoring the filming near the end was the icing on a perfect cake. Thanks so much for filming that. And Lindsay, your wine glasses with the cats on them are fab.
Oh, thank you. Jack bought me those for Christmas.
More to follow as I can't help myself. Does that mean more gifts?
More what? More presents? I hope so.
Maybe.
That's it.
There you go. That's our
Thank you so much, Laurie.
Thanks for everyone. Much. Thanks, Nick Snow. Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah. And thanks, Nick Snow. Send us more feedback because we don't hear from you very often.
And a big thanks to Rowan for our Christmas presents, which were really beautifully wrapped, and we really love them.
I love my lipsticks.
And I'm really looking forward to trying out my what's the name again off of USA Big Brother? Mark's girlfriend.
Oh, that racist cunt. Yeah, Elena.
Elena. I'm looking forward to trying out my Elena hair.
They're begging for money on Twitter, just like us. Her and that ape thing in the tutu. Pots and pans merchant. No, that's Josh, but you know what I mean. Anyway, shut up. It's time for bed now. Follow me on Twitter, light@VM.
Follow me on Twitter. Just was distracted by your toe wiggling.
Oh.
You love a foot wiggling.
Shut up.
BB_superfan.
Follow BB on Blast. Follow our Facebook page, BB on Blast. Follow our YouTube page, BB on Blast. Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl on Blast. And
follow the cat, Towie, on Blast.
Yeah. Towie should have his own Twitter. And also, enjoy the eviction tomorrow. And also, thanks so much for listening this far. And also, we love you. And also, good night.
Good night.